Hello, board members. How we doing this fine Sunday afternoon? Well, I hope. As it is Puzzle Sunday, we are going to be we are going to be starting the last case potentially of Phonix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. 100 and something hours in, so many nonsensical moments. Just moments that would just aren't just aren't. They're not supposed to be have happened, and we are here, team. All right, team. Here we go. Episode 5 of Trials and Tribulations: Bridge to the Turnabout. Part 1 of 1. Investigation. I guess part 1 of part 1. Investigation. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time now. Oh my god. Oh yeah. There was the dead body at the foot of the statue. This is a different statue though, because this one the sword is down instead of up. Shishijuto, the treasured Korean village heirloom whose name means seven-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Ice the Unknown Ranger, welcome. Thoughts? Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. There's usually about 4 choices. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end. One merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed. Make that face. Someone ends up dead, apparently. Blue oyster hat? Yeah. The illusion is revealed and the implacability of the situation is at hand. I didn't get a chance to finish. Yeah, the blue oyster hat. I know what he's talking about. It kind of looks like that. But yeah, his is leather. This is obviously like fake fabric. Also got like a metal rim in it to keep it stiff. February 6, 9:48 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. It begins. Hey, Nick. Yeah, what is it? You know how I've got spiritual powers unlike you? You know how you're a normal, everyday dweeb who has no magical powers? Yeah. God. What a cow. She's not a cow. She grew up in a small town. She has a hard time with, like, social interactions, alright? Sure. You are a spirit medium after all. But just like you, if I don't keep my powers sharp, they get dull, right? I guess so, yeah? Glad you agree. Okay, Pearly, you're up. Pearls? So, that's why we need to go on a special spiritual hotspot tour, Mr. Nick. Wait, is that the redhead in the poster? In the thing? Huh? I'm lost. What's this magazine you're shoving in my face? It's the New Year's issue of Cult. Winter Spiritual Location Special. Man, this was a really weird time for magazines. I agree with this. I agree that this was a very odd time for, like, magazines. Turn that down a little bit. It's just a little loud. It's just a little loud. How's it for all of you? Is that okay, or is it too loud? Oh, girls look so happy. Maximize your spiritual powers with just one night in our intensive training. Oh, it sounds too good to be true. I'll say. Sounds more like a scam to me. It's at a spiritual retreat called Hazakura Temple. It's way up in the mountains, and I bet it's nice and cold. Just perfect for training. And alright, module audio is louder than your microphone. Oh, well, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm... How is... hold on. There's another option. Hold on. Turn this down a little bit. Alright, hopefully that's better. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Alright, let's try that. Now I definitely don't want to go. You know, I think I've heard of this temple before. It's a famous channeling dojo. It's hard for even real spirit mediums like us to make reservations up there. Reservations? For a temple? Are you serious? Don't worry, I've already made special reservations just for us. Yeah, and I signed up for the special course. That's nice. And the timing couldn't be better, since we don't have a case right now anyway. Alrighty then, it's settled. Well, come on, don't just stand there. Start packing your stuff. Yes, Mr. Nick, you'd better start packing your stuff. Huh? Me? Why do I have to go? Well, we have to be accompanied by someone over 21 years old. Or 20 years old. Hey, I don't have anything to do with spirit power. The only thing I can channel is a TV. So, is there a heated pool at this Hazakura temple? No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Wow, great menu setting for audio. Yeah, there's 4 settings. One of them is just off, but yeah, what can you do? They're trying to convince Phonix they're doing a bad job. They know he's going to go, and they don't care that he's not happy about it. No, but you can stand under a freezing waterfall. Sorry, but I think I'll pass. I hate cold places. What? No way. How could you be so selfish? Come on, Mr. Nick, look at this place. Doesn't it look beautiful? Nope, not going. I'm gonna be a nice and toasty at home. What the? What is it, Mr. Nick? Let me see that magazine. Yeah, that's totally the redhead who keeps trying to kill us. This nun. Is she a friend of yours or something, Nick? This girl. It's... I don't remember her name. Yeah, her. Dahlia. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I had fun with my writer friend's D&D today. Oh, that's good. Good to hear. Why would Phonix want to do that? What, stand underneath a freezing cold waterfall? I have no idea why they apparently it's good for spirit training. I don't know. Nun? Well, I mean, technically, I think she was supposed to be kind of dressed as a nun, but not a nun like a Catholic nun. I think it's supposed to be just a religious nun. Heck no. No. My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? You disgust me. This was the same woman who faked her death in the last one, pinned it on a simple guy, in an attempt to steal a $2 million jewel from her own family. A holy woman? Or wear an outfit like the blue oyster hat? I don't think they would pull that off. I think that might be too risque for this module. It usually doesn't go with so much nudity. But it can't be. We had an encounter with an angry broom and my character just closed the door on it and walked away. Perfect. You're playing it very smart, and I appreciate that. Hopefully your DM thought it was funny, too. But it can't be. Yeah, she's supposed to be in jail. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Exactly. Like a boss? Yeah. That's exactly how a boss would handle that situation. Live broom? Nah, someone else's problem. Close. She was found guilty and should still be in prison. Mr. Nick. Huh? I'll go. Huh? Hazurka Temple. I said I'll go. Yay! Isn't that great, Pearly? Yes. Oh, thank you, Mr. Nick. You'd do anything for Mystic Maya, right? Even walk over burning coals, right? Occult News New Year's issue received from Pearls. An occult magazine featuring Hazakura Temple. Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm happy you're DMing like that. That's good. I knew there was no way she could possibly be at that temple, but I just had to be. I just had to be see. Wait, what? But I just had to be see for myself. Okay, that's just a straight up typo. Who this nun really was. Yeah, this is more of a monk clothing from like Asia. This is definitely not like a Catholic nun for sure. This may be a little bit with like a habit or whatever they call their head wrapping, but this outfit with like the wrappings and this giant gem on it is definitely like an Eastern style monk, not a Catholic thing. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like this art on this. Jet ski's a nice touch. February 7th, 3:24 p.m. Hazakura Temple, main gate. Brr. It's so cold here, Nick. Maybe you should put on something warmer for a change? Well, it's supposed to be cold. It's training. Achoo.
Twist that dick!
Random sound effect? Yeah, she's definitely not a Catholic monk. No, not a Catholic monk either. Why would you say that? Don't twist that. There's no call for twisting that. Her teeth are chattering so loudly it's all I can do to make out what she's saying. Wow, Mystic Maya, so this is the famous Sazurka Temple. Pearly, achoo. Well. How nice to see you here. Welcome to our temple. Oh, thank you. Achoo. Oh my. Thank you for coming all this way. Come now. You must have been cold. What's with the past tense? We're freezing into human popsicles as we... Ha! Well, we are high up in the mountains after all. In any case, we shouldn't speak here. Please follow me inside. Thank you. I was starting to think I would pass... Oh, yes. I almost forgot to introduce myself. I'm the head nun here at the temple. Sure. My name is Bikini? Oh, God. What are they setting up, team? No. Why is her name Bikini? Oh, no! They can't... Her name can't be Bikini. It can't. That doesn't make any sense. Bikini? That's right. Actually, that's my temple name. What do you think? It's a tradition to have one, and I wanted something that has a nice image to it. So I thought, why not choose a bikini? Besides, it makes me seem younger. Wow! It certainly does. Oh, I signed up for your special course. Well, my. Quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wow. Reckless? Wahaha? Maybe you should take it easy tonight, Mystic Maya. We can come back another day. But you went through all the trouble to get reservations for... Yes, that's right. You come all this way, so please, enjoy yourselves. There's still time before supper, so why don't you have a look around? Alrighty then. What's this channeling dojo? So what's a channeling dojo anyway? Oh my. You don't even know that? Okay, wait. He should completely know this. He's been to one of these before. What? I just think we sent it similar to the word for nun in Japanese. Oh, is that the joke? Is that the joke? Is the term nun in Japanese actually sound like bikini? Did you see that video on the Magic the Gathering manga I put on the Discord? Yeah, I watched like probably 80% of the video about it. I was at work and I kind of ran out of time on my break, but yeah. I mean, it's funny that they just turned it into like a romance manga. That's fine. I'm curious on how...
I'm gonna become a nun.
Similar, there was something about it on the wiki. Oh, that must be where the... Okay, that must be why they chose it. The Golden Girls are gonna become a nun, yeah. There was only one of them, the Betty White character, I don't know what her name was. That was the only one I could see becoming a nun. The other three were far, far too ornery to become nuns. She was the only one I could see becoming a nun. So I guess that's why they went with bikini, is it because it just sounds similar to her actual name in Japanese. That's really, or similar to nun in Japanese, which is kind of odd, but okay, I guess. Oh my, you don't even know that? Forgive him, sister, he knows not what he is saying. Well, just call me Bikini and forget that sister part. A channeling dojo is basically a spiritual power training ground. We have special holy items prepared here to help people boost their spiritual power. Holy items? You'll be trained an entire evening surrounded by these items. Ah, it's quite mysterious. The spiritual power of these items seems to envelop you. Wahahaha. Wow, she must have just gotten off the trolley from the land of make-believe. Hold on. No, wait, stop. Thank you. Phonix has been involved with magic before. He knows magic's real. What does he mean, make-believe? He's seen it he has seen it with his own eyes that magic is
Holy
real.
cow.
He shouldn't be mocking it. He should completely understand that it's real. Holy cow indeed, Duke Nukem. Or whoever says it in this case. The humor of a nun named Bikini is also a factor as well, I think. Yeah, it is definitely weird. The problem is I don't trust this module. I don't trust this module to make that joke and not do something crude or stupid with it. I feel like this module is going to make a very poor taste joke with it. Alright. You must be incredibly devoted to be interested in that at such a young age. It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant a spell. 30,000 times, all while being showered in freezing cold spirit water. Huh? It's February now, right? You have to be careful this time of year. If you don't watch it, you'll catch pneumonia or maybe even die of hypothermia. So be careful, you hear? Wahaha, ho 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 ha. How am I supposed to be careful? Oh no, I knew I shouldn't have signed Mystic Maya up for this. The other nun? Sister, about this picture.
Get
Well,
ready
well,
to
look at
receive
that.
some
I must say,
Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit, get ready to receive some Holy Spirit. Oh god, I don't know what that's a reference to. The word, by the way, is Bayakihani. Oh, okay. Yeah, which is the term for a Buddhist nun. Oh, okay. So I could see them turning that into bikini and just making it a joke instead. I could see that. Well, well, look at that. I must say I look rather divine here, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Unforgettable in every way. You mean it? Oh, I knew it. Wah ho ho ho. The makeup was pretty tough, but Iris helped me out. Iris? The cutie little girl in the photo? She looks just like me, doesn't she? Yes. We're just a small temple here, so she and I run the entire place. Really? That kind of sounds like... Sorry to cut in, but... This Iris? Where is she right now? Oh, just listen to you. You haven't come all this way up here just to find a girlfriend, have you? Claire. No. That's not what I'm had in mind at all. Anyway, Iris is in the inner temple preparing for this evening. Inner temple? Yes, that's right. Iris will be back this evening. Why don't you go have a look at the main hall for now? Waha. Wah 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 ha ha ha. So she's in the inner temple, huh? I guess so. What do we got around here? We got a snowmobile. Oh look, it's one of those snow motorcycle things. Most people call that a snowmobile, you know. Snow motorcycle thing. Snowmobile. Snowblowmobile? Snowblowmobile? Same thing. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. A bun, if you will. What? A bun? What? A snowblow mobile
Am
bun?
I so? Look at my senator slip. That might not be the best example. Forget about that.
I didn't say it. This is what they're putting in front of me, team. That's not my fault. I didn't come up with these terms. Too bad we didn't invite Desiree. I bet she could race like the wind on this snowmobile. Slowmobile. Or maybe she'd be giving me a ride on this blow snowbile. She's a happily married woman, thank you very much. Admittedly, she is married to a criminal, but she's happily married. Arg, I told you, it's snowmobile. Little door's cute. Yeah, oh, wait, can I allow that one from here? Hold on. Hold on. Is that a BJ joke? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. Snow cycle? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's a, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a BJ joke. What's this? What do you think, Nick? Pretty awesome gate, huh? Sure is. It's pretty well maintained, too. This thing kind of puts your hometown to shame, Maya. Yeah, well, a lot of things have happened in Koran Village. We used to be a lot richer back when people hired us to perform channelings. Oh, I see, but now the place looks like a bit run down. I guess I was born in the wrong time. Nun does sins? Yeah. Well, we know for a fact the other nun does, Iris, because she's a murderer. That is some American abbreviation. Explain to me exactly what it means. What? BJ? Or what? Or sins? Yeah, in vivid detail. Oh, it's blowing on Johnsons. It's a term from the 1800s. Johnsons used to be another term for a wiener, and it used to be the term for what they would call women who cooked hot dogs on the fireplace, had to blow on them to cool them down so that people could enjoy them without burning themselves. Does that make sense? Makes sense? I buy it? Okay, great. I'm gonna stop selling because you're buying. I'm out. Should have more of those. I agree. I guess definitely. Nope. I'm leave it there. You can fill in the blanks yourself. Oh, look, it's a cute little bell tower. I absolutely love the sound of a giant bell. Oh, so which do you like better? That or the sound of money? Sorry, but I'll take money for the win, Nick. What are you apologizing for? She thinks it's a bad thing that she likes money so much. I guess that's it. Or someone blow under the table if you're getting my diff or understanding. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you would be blowing, why you would blow the hot dog underneath the table, but, I mean, you could definitely blow a hot dog underneath the table. That looks like the main hall where you'd be staying tonight. From here, it looks like one of those ice hotels you always hear about. They gotta have a heater or something there, don't you think? I don't want to die. I'm not worried. I brought my hot water bottle. Did you bring one for me? What are you talking about, Nick? Who carries around 2 hot water bottles? Brr, if the cold doesn't kill me, the ice queen over here will finish the job. Is she talking about like one of the ice hotels that's made out of permafrost stuff? Is that what she means? I don't know about that. It doesn't look that cold. I'll bring the buns. Snort blow? What? No, I'm pretty sure eating buns is a different job. I think that's a different kind of thing. Okay. Can I transit? Am I moving? Do I move somewhere? What is happening? Okay, I can go to the main hall or the suspension bridge. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Think about D&D or something. Think about anything other than the things that are being said right now. Let's go to the suspension bridge. Oh, that's... Okay, that's not too bad. February 7th, suspension bridge. Come on, Ika. Madas, I dare you. Oh my god. Sometimes they invoke the manhammer, I guess. Sometimes they want HR to hit them. Uh-huh. We're just talking about food, everybody. We're talking about chili dogs. Sometimes you gotta blow on the Johnson, aka blow on the wiener, and then sometimes you gotta eat the buns. You know, there's buns left over at the end of the meal. Sometimes it's nice to just dip them in some chili and eat the buns. That's all we're talking about. Bans for 1 second. Oh, that's good. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, February 7th, suspension bridge. Wow, look at this broken down old bridge, Nick. Yeah, and look at that big canyon below us. Hey, there's a river down there. Wait, Dusky Bridge? Bridge? Dusky River? Wait. Hey, there's a river down there. It looks like it's flowing real fast. Wait. Is this the little temple that was across the bridge from the last case? Remember... is this a giant setup that Phoenix is not seeing? Is this that broken down bridge that the crimes took place on? This must be that cliff that they were on the other side of when they took the photo. Yes, same place. Oh my god, how does he not realize this? I mean, I guess technically it was Maya's investigation, but oh my god, okay. So the temple we're staying at is the little broken down temple that no one bothers to go to anymore. This is the bridge where that whole last case took place on. Phoenix has 2 brain cells. Sorry, my voice doesn't go that high. There's a reason I don't sing, people. Hello, there's a river. Hey, there's also a river down there. Looks like it's flowing real fast. What's wrong? Nick, you look like you've seen a ghost. I'm just not very good with heights. Oh, hey, I've got it. Maybe you could face your fear and try hurling yourself off the edge. Excuse me, what? You know, 1, 2, 3, jump. That'd just be what you need to get over your fear of heights. Yeah, death isn't a real good way to overcome phobias, alright. Anyway, it sure looks like a rickety bridge. Can't argue there. That's probably why it's called Dusty Bridge. It's dusky, Maya. Or, yeah, Maya. Goofy fault? Yeah. Read it again, Maya. It says Dusky Bridge. Well, it's practically the same thing. I wonder if he's going to mention that this is relevant. I can't believe there's a public phone here. Who would ever use it? The people who live here, I guess. I doubt they have any real phones here. Yeah, but it looked like it's 20 minutes to walk here from the main hall. It wouldn't have been smarter on them to build the main hall here, don't you think? Maybe you should work on channeling someone who makes logical sense, Maya. Dusty Bridge. Some letters are engraved into a roughly cut boulder. D-U-S-T-Y. Bridge, huh? It says Dusky Bridge, okay? Come on, Nick, take a look at that bridge and tell me it's not supposed to be dusty. The sign is obviously wrong, and I'm gonna fix it. Now give me a pencil, Nick. Do I look like a pencil holder to you? I mean, you got that weird head. I could see you, like, having a weird, like, pencil holder, like the back, like an eraser top, you know what I'm talking about? Come on, Nick, why don't we hop across the bridge? It'll be fun. I'm not so sure. It looks like a bunny hopping across the bridge would destroy it. Okay, Nick, then let's try to find a cute, fluffy little bunny and test your theory. It's right there. Sums up the fundamental difference between sane and insane. Rabbits. They're expendable. Heavenly Hall. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that of the main hall. The sign here is so old the text seems to have vanished. Someone's calling. Will you answer? Keep in mind that Phoenix encountered Dahlia at college and not here. Right. I don't know if the scene from the last case where he's reviewing the footage, I don't know if that's from before or after this. Because I don't know if we got a time or date on when he reviewed that footage, so it could have been foreshadowing. Like, him reviewing that footage is after this case takes place chronologically? After? Okay. So he's just catching up on, like, what happened here before. Okay. So they're just setting up a little bit of foreshadowing, so I guess it's just important that we pay attention. Also explains why Phoenix doesn't know what's going on yet. Timeline is banged hashily. Hashily? I think you mean it was the timeline was banged out like quickly. Yeah, I don't think they put a lot of thought into it. I think the reason that Maya died so early is I don't think they counted on her being so well liked, and now they had to find a lot of ways to shoehorn her back into things. Sadly, I think Maya could have been a really interesting character. It sucks that they turned her into a ghost who only shows up when it's convenient for them to, like, Deus Ex Machina ghost people. He knows nothing about the case he's at here at this point. Right. So he's completely blind to it. Timeline is banged harshly. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Mia Ex Machina? Yeah. The path leads to a wooden staircase that goes down to the bottom of the canyon. Okay, alright. Wooden staircase on it then. The only thing that is necessary, you'd have to be blind not to see the stairs. Well, it can't hurt. Just pass me a pencil, okay? Graffiti is a crime, Maya. Also, there's already writing on here. I don't know what he's talking about. They're both saying there's nothing on there, but there clearly is. Oh, I can look over the edge. It looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there. I think that's where I'll be training tonight. Do you want to train with me, Nick?
You are an unstoppable good idea machine!
An unstoppable good eye machine. Ron? I don't know what that's from. He just knows it's a rickety old bridge. Yeah. I do the special course? I think not. But it'd be so great if you had spiritual powers too. Really? I see dead people sounds more like a cause for alarm to me. It's not that simple, Phoenix. You know this. You've seen this happen before. You know she can turn into her own dead sister to help you with cases. It's been pivotal in a few of them. Alright, I guess we're going to the main hall now. February 7th, Hazakura Temple, main hall. The main hall. I think it's even colder in here. Achoo. Ah, Mr. Nick, do you smell that? It smells like meat and gravy. Yeah, you're right. I guess it's pot roast for tonight. Yum. Weird. I thought they would serve something a little more, well, traditional. What are you talking about, Nick? You think monks and nuns just sit around eating rice gruel all the time? Mrs. Maya's right. Oh, I hope there's a mashed potatoes, too. I love mashed potatoes. Ha 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 ha. What a cute little acolyte. I don't know how I feel about this person yet. Even so, only women of the Fae bloodline can channel spirits anyway. Even then, not all of them. Yeah. My sushi attempt has gone well. Biggest issue was cutting it well at the end. Oh, you mean like cutting the ends clean? Well, you can leave the ends where the like paper folds up. You can leave that together. You know, devs of the module make kill Phoenix and make return time at somewhere. Maya still lives. Does make story make sense anymore? You know, devs at the module make kill Phoenix and make return time at somewhere. Mia still lives. Oh, you mean like an alternate timeline thing? I don't think so. Not at this point. It seems like the next thing after this is actually Phoenix as like a trainer training the next in the line of his of lawyers. So
You're a wizard, Harry.
Cutting from sushi roll to sushi pieces. Yeah. You have to have a very sharp knife to do that without like tearing the paper. You basically would have to need something literally so sharp it can cut paper. And that's a very sharp knife. But yeah, I don't think they'll do an alternate timeline thing. I think Maya will just continue to be a ghost that shows up randomly. Greetings to you all. Oh, hello. Wow, this lady makes Maya look like a 6.8 out of 10 on the weirdness scale. Your outfit. Did you come here for the special course too? Ha 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 ha. Unfortunately, no. Actually, I'm... Ah! Your... What? Abracadabra? No, that's not what's happening here either. You're Miss Ellis? Deaxonym? Deaxonym. Min... Miss Elise? Deaxonym. Yes, that's right. You know of me? My name is Pearl Fay. I'm your biggest fan. Who is she, Nick? I see it now. Zavari, a fortune teller. Oh my god, the Zavari thing. I've got all your books, Miss Diaxonum. A Donum? What? Probably something like Dunim. Oh, okay. Miss Dunim?
Brilliant.
Dunum. Okay, so you think it's Dunum or Dunim? Okay. Brilliant? It's not brilliant. I guess that makes sense because there's a restaurant I've heard of that has a similar. It's called like Papados or something, and it actually the dough part is spelled like this. So doaxum or donum or dunim makes sense to me actually. It's pronounced donum. Okay, Miss Donum. Ha ha ha. What a sweet thing to say. And please, call me Elise. Books? Mr. Nick, don't you know anything? Don't you even know who this is? Well, an author, maybe? Yes, and an illustrator of picture books. Picture books, huh? Oh, now I get it. I'm happy you do. I'm assuming it's like, these are her favorite, this is Pearl's favorite, like, kids storybook author. Names? Yeah, names don't even follow the normal rules. Names are double cheating. Elise is Doanim. Sorry, I didn't know who you are. I don't get a lot of chances to really enjoy picture books. It's alright, I take no offense to that. My books are nothing but simple stories for children. And really beautiful pictures too, Miss Elise. Your books always make me feel as if my heart has been purified. Ha ha ha, it makes me feel very happy to hear you say that. I do have to admit, she certainly seems like a kind, sensitive lady. Okay, is she gonna be the murderer, or is she gonna be the one who gets murdered? Speaking of food, I have tea, curry, and rice. Ooh, that's a nice little meal. Curry and rice? That does sound really good. Oh man. If I hadn't already had dinner, I would go get some green curry right now. Or after the stream anyway. I like me some green curry. Cannot lie. Curry is a homemade beef curry. Wow. Green curry, huh? Yes? I've seen, usually the places around here have 4 different kinds of curry. And of the 4, I like green curry. It's usually a sweeter, milky curry. Miss Elise won an award last year for her book, The Magic Bottle. Yes, a friend of mine secretly submitted a story I had written to a publisher. They liked it so much that they asked if it was alright to make it into a book. Wow, must have been a really great story. Maybe I should try to write a children's book too. If I do, you can secretly send it to a publisher for me, Nick. Recently I've accepted a sort of apprentice, you might say? An apprentice? He calls himself Lawrence. Lawrence Dunim? Lawrence Dunim. So it's like your son? I thought red curry exists only. No. No restaurant here makes curry. Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got quite a few Thai places here in Firebird City these days, so it's not hard to go find Thai curry. It's a little harder to find like true like Indian curry. That's a little harder to find, but it's not impossible. We do have an amazing ramen place at least, unless travel far. Yeah, the last time I had like actual Indian curry, I think I had to go a good 45 minutes away to get it. So it's a pretty good drive. But ramen places are also kind of rare. There's only one, I'm trying to think. I think I know of like 2 good ramen places, and none of them are anywhere near me. It's another like 30-minute drive to get to one of the ramen places. He calls himself Lawrence Dumas. I believe he's off doing some landscape sketches now. On Lawrence's behalf as well, I'd like to thank you for your support. Of course, Miss Elise, anything for you. Ha ha ha. Why come here? Why did you come to Hazakura Temple, Miss Elise? Are you here to do some spiritual training? Haha, no, that's not it. I'm actually here to gather materials for a new book I'm working on. Wow, I can't wait to read it. Rose is completely taken with her. I wanted to do a book with a more Japanese feel to it this time. So this is why you're dressed like you are? Children have a certain image of me in their minds. I don't want to disappoint them. What can I say? She's really a sweet lady. Wow, Miss Elise, you're dressed up like a mountain nun. Yes, the good people here were kind enough to let me borrow this. I'm wearing training clothes underneath my robe as well. I want a staff like that. You like the crystal sphere? It's really amethyst, you know? Maybe we'll find one like that up here on this mountain. That's not how amethyst works, hon. Sorry. She's dressed like a wizard? Yeah, she is. Seasoning-wise, my curry is an Indian curry. Oh, okay. Indian curry is good, too. I enjoy a more mild, like on a heat scale of 1 to 5, I think I usually enjoy a nice 2 curry. Bonk. Staff, you can use it like that. Oh, yeah, no, that has a good bonker on it. Like that curved part, you can concentrate it all to blow into that. That's a good bonking staff. A little fun like that up here on this mountain. Good luck, Nick. I know you'll find me one. Well, you'll have to excuse me now. I have to go help with the dinner preparations. Wow. You mean you're cooking dinner tonight? That's right. Would you like to help too, Pearl? Yes, I want to help with whatever I can. Rose looks like she just won the lottery. Oh, I'll help too then. No, it's fine. Please don't worry about it. Feel free to relax and explore the area with your friend. Huh? But... Oh, yes. Please take this. I think it'll be of help to you. Oh. So this was just off. So this is the parking area, and here's the little thing I was talking about on the other side of this cliff. They only showed up to, like, right here from the parking area, so there was this other temple over here. That feels a little, like, hooked on. I don't think that doesn't feel authentic. 1 to 5 is a terrible skill. 10 gives more range. Well, yeah, but it's only for spiciness. How specific can you get? It's like, oh, I want one jalapeno, or I want 1.2 jalapenos. Come on now. In that case, why not do 1 to 100? Yeah, no, I mean, it's you just need a vague scale. I mean, I enjoy a little bit of spice, but I like, if a spice is done well, I can do like a 3, but most places it can be kind of weird, so I usually only go 2 on spicy. Because some places do so much spice at a 3 that you kind of lose all the flavor. It's just hot. Whereas usually a 2 is safe just about everywhere, is that it's spicy, but you still get a lot of flavor. I'm on a scale of 11 on 1 to 10. Fair. I know a lot. I know some people who love stuff as spicy as possible. I don't get it. Once it gets that spicy, you just lose all the flavor, and it's just like, here, let me just flamethrower into your mouth. Indian spice is flavor spice, not pain spice. That's true. Usually the spicy, like Indian curry stuff I've gotten is usually still spicy, or still flavorful even when it's spicy, so I don't know. It's a map of the area. Wouldn't want you to get lost now, would we? The inner temple? There it is, on the other side of the bridge. Well, if you insist, I guess we'll take this chance to go check out the other temple. Hazakura Temple map added to the court record. Okay, I'll see you two later then. Remember, you're not allowed to fight. What? Come on, Nick. Let's go. At least we'll stay warm if we keep moving. It's true, I guess. Love spicy? Yeah, yeah, you're also a big spicy food person? Probably the only place that would have good Indian food nearby would be in Wichita, maybe. Yeah, that's the downside of living in like a small town, is having like authentic international cuisine is a little rare. To be fair, the temple was irrelevant last case. That's true. That's true. But see, the thing is they mentioned what's up there. Why would anybody go up there? And they mentioned there was still one small temple that was on the other side of the bridge. So they kind of forgot to mention that there was a whole nother full-size temple up here, unless it's been built in the last, I don't know.
That's a spicy
5
meatball.
I'm so glad I watched a YouTube video where the guy Kling filmed his rolling mat. I was ready to roll the sushi as is. Oh, yeah, you gotta put some plastic wrap down over the rolling mat. There's a sushi bar at the fries I work at, and every time whenever I see them making sushi, they always would plastic wrap it. In fact, one of the ladies who used to own it before it got sold to a different, they rented it to a different company, the space, actually used to come over and borrow our wrapping machines that we use to wrap up fish and meat and stuff, and actually would use that to wrap it in plastic. The Inner Temple was somewhat relevant. Yeah, the Inner Temple was the one they kept talking about. People would come to visit on the other side of the bridge, but they didn't mention that there was another full-size temple here, unless this was built in the last 5 years, because it's been a few years since that incident. Since that incident was supposedly her first case or whatever, that means it would have taken place about the same time that Phonix was in college, and that was, I think, when he was 19, and I think he's like 24 now. So it's been about 5 years since that incident. So they could have built the temple in the time. Wise sushi makers? Yes, they're professionals. And it's stated it's not used much. Yeah, it also should be worn down. Again, though, that was 5 years ago, so things could have changed in 5 years. What do we got going on in here? What is this? The stack of straw Zabatoon cushions. Maya told me this type of Zabatoon is called an Inza. Okay. I suppose if I'd never come here, I'd have missed out on all these new things. Me too. Me too. It's an altar. It looks like a bit old, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars, I remember seeing one like this in Koran Village last year. I guess they really do have something to do with spiritual power after all. It's a big, giant mega superzoid Mayatama. There's a laughably large Magatama on the altar. If I can see Psylocke with this tiny Magatama I've got, I can only imagine what kind of power this bad boy has under his hood. I love this description. This is a very different take on Phoenix's, like, psyche. Like, someone else wrote this particular line for him of, like, oh yeah, like, it's just him holding it up, like, firing it at Godzilla or something. Selling car talk? Yeah, basically. Oh my god. It's older than that, and as I said, the main temple wasn't relevant, and the inner temple was only mildly relevant, hence they felt no need to mention it. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Let's you shoot Kamehamehas, yeah. So you just put this little scoop on your shoulder, and then you put your other hand in there, and then you can fire Kamehameha beams out of the Mayatama like a rocket launcher. That's how it works, team. You just put that on your shoulder, and then you got the big part in the front with your hands in the thing to hold it in place. And you're just like, Kamehameha, and you just fire it like a rocket launcher full of spiritual energy. That's how I do it. What do we got? I bet the writing on these sliding doors are instructions on spirit channeling. I like how we scribbled math formulas on the bathroom walls to remember them. What? Except we couldn't go to the bathroom during tests, and I can't read these walls. Okay, so the thing you tried to do actually didn't work at all. Got it. The only reason the inner temple was even brought up is to show there was nothing much across the bridge. Yeah. There are straw Zabuton cushions arranged around a hibachi brazier. I haven't seen a layout like this since I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. If it wasn't for this hibachi, they'd probably freeze it up. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, I think that's everything in the room. Okay, back to the main gate. February 7th. Hazakura Temple, main gate. Huh. Where did Sister Bikini go? I guess she went to the inner temple to go help that other nun out? Oh, right. I think her name is Iris? Yeah, that was it. want to find out who Iris really is, but I'm scared of what I'll find. Alright. I guess the suspension bridge. And then we can move to the inner temple. Oh, what's this? I thought at first this was like a support for the main bridge, but it's not actually connected. Maybe they ran like a phone line over here? February 7th, Inner Temple Gate. Whoa, that bridge was shaking like jello in an earthquake. Huh? At least half of the wood on that rickety bridge was rotting, I bet. Not to mention the last part only had like one board left on it. What's wrong with you? Your face is all green. Can you not pick on me for a second? I'm still trying to get over the shock that we made it across safely, that death trap. Yeah, I guess I'm a bit surprised, too. It's a suspension line? But it's not connected to the actual main bridge. Yikes, that temple is in bad shape. Looks like it could collapse at any time. I guess people don't use it too often. Is this really where you're going to train tonight? That has to be it. It's kind of creepy around here, like a ghost might jump out at you or something. Maya, that's the point, Maya. That's the whole point of this. Asperia made him afraid of ghosts. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? Yes, I do, Phoenix. I think it's very ironic. It's not the right term, but sure. Looks like there's something written on it. I can't read it, but if I had to take a good guess, I'd say it says Inner Temple. What's the point of a sign if you can't read it? Must be tough for the mailman when he's delivering here. I guess the sign is a good indication of how long this place has been here. Okay, I'm assuming... Okay. I'm assuming they mean that they can't read it because it's worn off. But they almost made it sound like they can't read the language that the sign is made out in. Implying that it's made out in, like, Japanese and they only speak English. Yes, it is. You just can't see it. Oh, okay. They're going to reveal it later that it actually connects. That makes sense. I mean, the art is always very simple, right? So if later on we go over the bridge or whatever, I could see that happening. Because from here, it doesn't look like it's connected, right? Like, you can see it just clearly going underneath the bottom. And that's what I thought at first, too, that if it was connected to this, it would make sense as, like, a support bridge to stabilize it on both sides. But from here, it doesn't actually look like it's connected. So I was thinking maybe it's like a phone line or something. I don't know, what do we got? It looks like this bridge is suspended by 4 of these wires. They're really thin. Shouldn't they be just a little thicker? Oh, stop it. You're such a worrywart, Nick. The bridge was really going to collapse. Pretty sure the boards would break before those wires ever did. What's wrong? You're turning into an overripe avocado again. Alright, so yeah, they mentioned that this is for this. Okay. I don't care how much you pay me. I don't want to cross that bridge again. No worries, Nick. No one's offering you any money. That's because no reasonable person would call that pile of popsicle sticks a bridge. The later half of it was nothing more than a few planks of wood and some string. Hey, if you want to go get back, we got no choice but to cross it again, you know. Maybe I'll just stay. I've always dreamed of living in a little shack in the woods. Wow, you really are scared, aren't you? Yeah, it's a phobia. It doesn't have to make sense. It's addressed later? Oh, okay. Well, if it's going to be a plot point, we'll let it be. Oh, wow. Look at these neat Buddha statues. Maybe I'll take one home with me. Maya. There are so many. They wouldn't notice if I just took one. But the Buddha would notice. Are you kidding? Of course they'll notice. What are you going to do with one of those anyway? Put it in the office, of course. We can trade that wooden statue in the office reception area for one of these. You know, come to think of it, where did that wooden statue come from anyway? I don't think we've ever seen the reception area to know what that statue they're talking about actually looks like. Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. What? No, Maya. I don't think that's a giant robot. I'm pretty sure it's a fireplace. Hey, there's a giant robot buried in the snow. Well, there's something buried in the snow, but I think it's an incinerator. Sure, we can call it that too. It's not a stove. Oh, hee, but you've got to admit, it looks like a robot. Sure. Anyway, I don't think it gets used much. It's looking pretty rusty. Hey, Nick, do you think this giant robo-incinerator can walk? I told you, it's not a robot, and it's not especially big either. Bah, you have no imagination. I thought it'd be real neat if you had to beat it to advance. A fight between a lawyer and an overgrown furnace? Who'd you ever pay to see that? You couldn't pay me to cross that? No. If those planks are in really, really bad shape, it is super unsafe to cross. What is going on in this hat? This hat is so worn out, and it's not even that old. You need a team of therapists to convince me not to cross that bridge? What? Are you like, do you love the thrill of high places? Are you one of those people? You need a team of therapists to convince me not to cross that. So you just love climbing on, like, dangerous things, huh? You're one of those types. Gotcha. Hey, a half-open gate. That's practically a welcome mat. Yeah, except the sign on here says no entry. Nick? Rules are made to be broken, you know. You expect a lawyer to go along with that? Oh, come on. You're such an old lady sometimes. Let's just go. Don't blame it on me when Sister Bikini puts a curse on you. Now you got me scared. Let's forget about it, okay? I have arachnophobia too, even if it were in good condition, I still wouldn't cross that. Arachnophobia? No, but my cat battered a piece of sushi to the floor, so I'm ready to end it all. It's one piece of sushi. You'll be fine. Arachnophobia. I must be fear of heights? Am I pronouncing that wrong? Is that not arachnophobia? Or I guess it's archophobia? Archophobia? Aracho? I just eat it anyway. I mean, that's also an option. I mean, cats love fish and stuff, so I understand why they would like sushi. Archophobia, I guess. Alright, so archophobia is like the official term for a fear of heights. That's fair. Yeah, that's what I think most people don't understand when people talk about phobias. Is that the premise of a phobia is that it's an irrational fear of a thing. So inherently, it's not rational. So telling someone to, like, just overcome it or whatever isn't how the brain works. It's always weird to me when people talk about that. Acrophobia. Yeah, acrophobia. The cat? Sure. No, you eat the sushi and you pet the cat. Nope, I can't say that one out loud. Never mind. We're moving on. So that's the inner temple up ahead, huh? It looks like kind of run down. Well, it wouldn't be very temple-like if it was all bright and shiny. So you're training here tonight, huh? Yep. Then everyone will see my spiritual powers. Sounds like your stomach wants to show off its digestive powers instead. Wonder if that roast is ready yet. She does get hungry very easily. She has a very high metabolism. I'll give her that. Okay, I think that's it. Anything else to do here? No, it looks like that's it. Oh, when we can go into the training hall. Okay. Arachnophobia is the fear of spiders. Yeah, that's why I was confused. I thought you were saying you had arachnophobia, the fear of heights. So I was like, wait, what? But you mean acrophobia, which is the fear of heights. That makes sense. Say it, you coward. I can't say it. I'll get in trouble. HR will come down on me hard with the HR bat. It'll be real bad, team. For the record, I actually like spiders and think they're cool. Okay, so I Swear I'm Not an Out does have arachnophobia. So at least there's one thing you two could talk about is your independent phobias. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I have no problem with spiders. I don't think they're super cool. They don't freak me out like they do a lot of people. I have a friend who's an arachnophobic, and I've seen what that looks like when they experience, like, a spider suddenly. Like, I have literally seen that man all but teleport feet backwards when he's accidentally run into a spider. Like, seriously, like, looked over at a spider that was on a chair next to him, and he, like, all but teleported backwards, like, 5 feet. It was very impressive. Teleport. Yeah, teleport. He basically he jumped backwards, but it was with so much speed that it was like, he might as well have just teleported backwards 5 feet. I'm able to do that? Oh, you can teleport. Well, that's fun. That's a nifty trick. If you could weaponize it and or monetize it, that would be fantastic. February 7th, Intertemple Training Hall. Wow. This looks not great. Man, look at this place. It's just a tiny, freezing cold room. So this is where you'll both be training, huh? Huh? What do you mean, both? I'm the only one. Really? But I thought... Ruli's just a little kid. She couldn't handle this kind of intensive training. So says the girl who I can barely hear over her teeth chattering. Anyway, the real training room must be behind that door over there. Yep, definitely getting the feeling it's back there. Even I can sense that there's something supernatural about that cavern behind that door. It's Iris. It seems to me, but who are you? You're... Hi there. We're just looking around since we're going to be staying here tonight. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Wonder why she's spaced out like that, don't you, Nick? Did you say something, Maya? Not to you, Nick. Not you too, Nick. Oh. My name is Iris. I'm one of the nuns here at this temple. I'm Maya Fey. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Please excuse me. I have some, chores to attend to. I did once kick myself off my desk, flipping the chair I was in because a spider... because a Spider-Man was on my desk? What? Yeah, it saved me from death as well. Well, I mean, yeah, if you can teleport, that's going to help a lot from not dying. I have a spider that lives above my bed, and not sure what species it is, but it's harming nothing, so I leave it be. I mean, most spiders are generally considered not a big threat to humans. Like, there's a small percentage of spiders that are actually, like, poison enough to be dangerous, and most spiders won't bother humans anyway, so... She sure is beautiful and a bit spacey, I guess. I guess she's just not used to talking with urban sophisticates like us. Nick? That girl. It can't be, but... It can be, Nick. It's called escaping from prison. It happens sometimes. You should call the police and ask them if she's still in her cell. God. Every spider would kill and consume me if I was large enough. What? Every spider would kill and consume me if it was large enough. Oh. So would cats, but I can befriend a cat and convince a large one to keep me around. Yeah, only 2 species in the U.S. are dangerous to humans. Only 2? Oh, I thought it was more than that. I know brown recluses and black widows are both poisonous. They're not necessarily fatally poisonous, but they are poisonous. But I thought there was a couple other ones that were also poisonous in the U.S. They had almost encountered death from a car crossing path. Luckily, did teleport by kick jump to the ground back. Well, I'm happy you didn't get hit by a car also. Alright. What do we got? We got a poster. A hanging scroll. It doesn't look like that old either. Ah! What is it? Why did you scream like that? This is the scroll. It's my mother. Oh, I was wondering if she would ever show up. What? What? It's Misty Fey, the master of the Crane School of Channeling. Are you sure? Yes? That crest at the top of the scroll. That's the special mark of the master of our tradition. So that's what the mark means? What is it? Nothing. It's just that I last saw her over 15 years ago. If it wasn't for that crest, I wouldn't even known it was her. My own mother. And I can't even recognize her face. Well, it's also a painting, but... Maya. Hanging scroll added to the court record. Oh, this is... Oh my god, if the scroll of her mom is part of the court record, this case is gonna get absolutely buck wild. Oh no. Oh no. Yes, the Black Widow and the Brown Recluse. The rest are harmless unless you're allergic to spider venom. And spider bites hurt no worse than a bee sting. Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, really the allergic thing is just unfortunate. I mean, anything could kill you if you're allergic to it, you know? But yeah, the Black Widow and the Brown Recluse were the only ones I knew of offhand that were actively poisonous to humans. In the U.S., anyway. It's hanging wall scroll showing Maya's mother, Misty Faye. It's not that old. The crest at the top is the official mark of the master. I wonder if this temple has some sort of connection to the Faye family. I think it does, actually. Supposedly, it was founded by a branch family member of the Koran school. I'll have to ask Bikini for more detail when I get the chance. About Maya and the Faye family in general. So that's how they're going to finish this, huh? We're going to get the secret reveal of Maya's past? Look at this antique dresser. I wonder if there's anything valuable inside. Let's have a look. Nothing. There's a bunch of clothes. Hey, Nick. Huh? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Oh, about Iris, I bet? Looks like you've been bitten by the love bug, Nick. You do not understand what you speak of, woman. There are a bunch of musty-looking blankets and bedding sets piled up here. I wonder why they're even here in the first place. It's because all spiritual training is done under the supervision of a nun. I wonder if Sister Bikini is planning to sleep in here while I train. But if they sleep, what's the point of having them here in the first place? I think it's probably to keep people honest. Also, in case of emergencies. This sounds like it's incredibly dangerous. And if that's the case, you're going to need someone there if it goes wrong. Okay, but if I made a habit of biting someone bigger than me, then I think they would be entitled to end my life. That's not even remotely true. If I bite a camel and it curb stomped me, nobody would find the camel's behavior unreasonable. Yeah, but that's because it's not sentient. It's not a sapient creature like a human is. Spiders are more afraid of you than you are of them, but they only bite if threatened. Yeah, usually from what I understand about them, most of the time they'll only bite if they feel threatened, and usually they only feel threatened if you start applying like a pushing pressure on them. So like if you like rolled over in one in bed and it started feeling like it was being squished, it would start trying to bite you. But most of the time, like if you ever watch someone handle a spider, as long as they don't try to like grab it and they let it like crawl around, it won't actually bite them. It's the equivalent of someone attacked you and you punched back. Right. I watched a video like that one time that was really interesting. It was some kind of outdoors guy. He was handling a very venomous Australian spider. I don't remember what kind of spider it was, but it was really funny because he was holding it up and like on the back of his hand, and it crawled around and it wanted to hide from him, so it crawled into this like the palm of his hand on the opposite side of his hand. And the guy was trying his absolute best to stay calm, but you could tell that he was sweating. He started sweating incredibly bad. Like you could just see him start getting like bullet sweating, and he also started to shake a little bit. Like you could tell the adrenaline was hitting his system. Like he's like, oh my God, this spider is incredibly dangerous and it's doing weird stuff. It was the craziest thing. And eventually what he had to do was slowly turn his hand over until the spider crawled back over like on top of his hand. And he was able to get it to like crawl onto his other hand, and then he put it down. And it was just like, wow, that guy is absolutely having a small freak out because that spider will kill him if it bites him. I live in semi-rural areas and we have tons of spiders and I've only been bit once. Well, you're very lucky then. Because I've lived in mostly, for the vast majority of my life, I've lived in urban areas. And I've been bitten by spiders on at least 2 occasions I can think of offhand. One of them was something venomous, not super venomous, but venomous enough that like the mark on my arm was about the size of a quarter, and that you could tell that the flesh was kind of like necroing off. I think I just throw myself into Spider-Roo into an open fire. Oh my god. Alright, so we'll have to remember, keep you away from spiders. The actual training area must be on the other side of this door. I wonder what it's like. That's a pretty serious door. Phooey, it's locked. Come on, Nick. You know you want to open it for me? I can't. Huh? You've been in kind of a bad mood lately, haven't you, Nick? Zavari. I know what it is. IRIS. Ha 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 ha. Iris and Nick sitting in a tree. KISSING. You could probably explain this to her, Nick. I don't know why you don't explain it to her at this point. But that seems to be everything in here I can click on, so. But yeah, this door is barred. It seems very dangerous. All spiders are venomous. Most just don't have potent enough venom to do any real harm to a person. Okay, well, yes, I guess that's technically true. And they're not poisonous, they're venomous or whatever. But yeah, whatever bit me had enough venom in it to at least like rot off a little like quarter-sized thing on my arm. It didn't go too deep. It was mostly like the meat, like the skin that came off. So I did have a little wound there, but it wasn't too bad. The other time I got bit was on my thigh. And I'm getting it, I woke up with it, so I'm assuming it bit me in my sleep. And it just had kind of a swollen mark on my inner thigh. But I was also hunting. I went camping / hunting basically the like 2 days beforehand. So, so I can bite a venomous spider and not die. Duly noted. I mean, yes, I guess in theory. That's not. I think there's a couple of poisonous spiders that live in like, I want to say the rainforest or something, but I think the vast majority are only venomous, not poisonous. I think there's like 2 actually poisonous spiders, and it's like one of them I think isn't venomous, and it's like a type of tarantula or something, and it's venomous. It's poisonous so that birds don't eat it, like large birds don't eat it, and I think the other one, if I remember right, is something kind of similar, but the other one is smaller and actually venomous. But they're also, like I said, I think it's just like rainforest stuff. I could be wrong. I'm not a bug expert. Yeet. Do not yeet yourself if you encounter a spider. I've seen videos like that too. There was a video online for a while, and I don't know if it's the truth or not, but it was a lady, and she's driving down. It's from the back, one car's, dash cam. They're driving down the freeway, and then suddenly this woman, like, the car in front of her, the car in front just starts swerving around, and then it kind of slowly, like, goes to a, starts basically just rolling, like, without the gas being pushed, and suddenly the woman inside just jumps out and starts walking off, and I think the, like, description on the video was, like, there was a spider in her car or something like that. The rainforest has tons of venomous and poisonous creatures. Yes, a lot. I mean, the most classic is probably those very bright colored frogs. But if I remember right, it's something weird like that. The only poisonous spiders are 2 from the rainforest, and one of them is like a type of tarantula, and the other one isn't. It's like a smaller, but the tarantula isn't venomous, but it is poisonous, and then the other one is both, but it's smaller, and it only eats like other bugs. I guess we're just going back to the main camp? Oh. February 7th, Dusky Bridge. Phew! We managed to make it across Dusky Bridge. Nick, you look green. Are you feeling alright? Hey, what's wrong with you? Ever since we met Sister Iris at the training hall, you've been really quiet. Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey you, wait up. Huh? You think he's yelling at us? He must be. There's no one else around. Would you mind moving? You're standing right in my way. No. No. Oh, why? Why is There's no reason for Larry Butts to be here. Poison dart frog? Yeah, that sounds right. Use phone? We can't use the phone. We don't have a reason to use the phone. Why is Larry Butts here? Why is Larry Butts, Mrs. Elise, Dumo's assistant? Ah, hey, I know you. You're... Whoa, sorry, gotta run. See ya. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, nice to meet you.
Get the fuck out of here!
Lawrence Demo. Liar, you're Larry. Your clothes may change, but you're still the Butts. Shut up. I'm Lawrence. I'm just here to do a sketch of Dusky Bridge. So it really is our Larry. Not that I get why he's pretending to be someone else. Why is he here? Get the F out of here. Yes. Please, Larry, get out of here. You've been problematic since we met you at literally the beginning of this module. Who is Lawrence? So what are you doing with the last name Damu? Well, I wanted to start over again with a clean slate. A clean slate? You remember, don't you, last time? The Mass Star to Mass case? After that, I started to realize I didn't like this guy known as Larry Butts. And that's when I came across it, the Book of Destiny. The Book of Destiny? Do you mean The Magic Bottle by Miss Elise Demo? It's so beautiful, so moving, so gentle. My heart felt cleansed. I was saved. Maybe I should buy a copy of The Magic Bottle. Wow, Larry would make a great book salesman. I really want to get that book now, too. He's always here, Larry. Oh, God. I guess they wanted to end it with a case with him like they started it with a case with him, I guess. Elise. She's the most wonderful person I've ever met. I'd follow her anywhere. Well, she certainly is a very elegant lady. You see? Here's a photo I took of her in secret. That's not okay. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. Is this... It's not going to turn out to be Maya's mom, right? I hope. Wow, that's a beautiful photo. You want a copy, don't you? It's okay, I just happen to have made an extra print. Taken by her only pupil, Lawrence Demu. Photo of Elise Demu. Picture books. Still, it's kind of hard to imagine you as a picture book illustrator. So tell the truth, you must have some kind of ulterior motive, right? What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone anymore, especially not women. Talk about a bad case of denial. Anyway, can you even draw well enough to make a picture book? Art isn't only about the technical skill, you know. It's also about having a pure heart. And that's why I'm asking, can you draw well enough to make a whole book? Get him, Phoenix. You kick him right in the face. Now that you mention it, I wonder...
Consult the Book of Armament.
My cat came to remind me of the open door policy. Yeah, you can't be... Consult the book. You can't be shutting doors in a cat house. You can't do that. Cats have full reign of every door or every room in the house. It looks like you still have some doubt in your heart. It's true, I do. When I first saw her, I felt it. Something inside me ended, and something else began. Oh, Larry. It sounded like you've fallen in love with Miss Elise Demu. No, you're wrong. It's not her. It's the other girl. Other girl? Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. You're not talking about... this literal murderer, are you? Are you talking about her? Whoa, yeah, her. My little Iris. She's really pretty. This girl, she's perfect. She's exactly my type. I wonder if she would model for me. I want to draw a portrait of her. Yeah, you're always like those model types, didn't you, Larry? Hey, wait a second. Didn't you say you were swearing off women? Huh? Yeah, that's right. Of course I have. I have basically, but Iris is different. I feel like I still have one chance left at the dream. I will never change. Everyone. Hello, Pearls. Hey, Pearly. Dinner preparations are complete. Please come quickly to the main hall. Alright, I can't wait to dig in, Pearly. I'm going to go to the inner temple and call Sister Iris. I also want to have a look at where Mystic Maya is going to be training. You're going to let her go on that bridge by herself? Oh, she's dead. Pearls is dead, everybody. The bridge took her. Oh dear, Phoenix was an art major. He's going to have some harsh words for Larry. Oh, that's true. He was an art major with a minor in law. You're right. I forgot about that. Good call. He's going to tear Larry apart in every aspect. February 7th.
I mean, really brutally weird stuff. Butt stuff.
Thank you, CI Director Bullock, I think is his name. That's from, American Dad, I believe. I think that's from American Dad. I think it's like Director Bullock or something like that is his name. Yeah, okay. He doesn't mince words when it comes to art. Oh, really? We'll find out about that. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you sure it's alright to eat that much before your training? Well, this kind of training is a battle of endurance. Mystic Maya, please don't do anything that might put your health at risk. Ha ha ha. No pain, no gain, I guess. Nerd. I'm still worried about you. Well, well, well. Let's not dilly-dally, shilly-shally. You must get ready for tonight. Good luck, Maya. Alright, here I go. I'll see you all tomorrow, I guess. Iris, please ring the bell at 10 for the lights out, alright? Yes, Sister Bikini. And then, after you ring the bell, I want you to come join us at the training hall. I understand, Sister Bikini. Why would you need two of them? Maya and Bikini really seem excited about this training thing tonight. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you'd like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. Really? I'd love the two. I'm not very good at reading. Well then, would you like to practice reading with me? I'd love to. I was absolutely smitten with Miss Demo. So Larry, what are you going to do? Huh, me? Well, I'm just gonna hang out in my room. I can't stand the cold at all. Totally hear you there. Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this? It says gravely. It's kind of a tough word. Oh, okay, and what about this word? That's another tough one. It says roast. Okay, Pearlies would know what roast is. She would know roast. I don't know if we'll see that in this case or not, though. Oh, okay. So Phoenix acts like Gordon Ramsay about the art stuff? Apparently. Again, he did major in art in college, so... What kind of a book is she reading anyway? Well, I'm gonna go wash the dishes and help clean up. I'll go visit you when I'm done, Miss Elise. Well, not much to do except head to my room and huddle under the covers, I guess. February 7th, 9:12 p.m. Hazakura Temple, main hall. Ugh. It's a whole different type of cold up here in the mountains. Arg. I went to the nearest bathroom to be just a little closer to my room. Mr. Wright? Yeah. Oh. Ah, Miss Demu. Are you going to use the bathroom too? No, but have you seen Pearl? No, not since after dinner. Thought she said she was going to go to your room. I know, but she never showed up. I'm gonna go look for her. Oh, something else happened. Miss Elise Demo, a woman as mysterious in origin as her last name. But the really mysterious one is... Oh. Ah, Sister Iris. Good evening. The real mystery one is this girl. Are you on your way to the bathroom too, Mr. Wright? I can't let this chance pass me by. I should try to talk with her. Maybe get some answers. Well, her hair's a different color, but it's the same hairstyle. He's not as nearly as mean as Ramsey, but still blunt. Oh, okay. Hello, Iris. Your sister Iris, right? Yes. So, when did you come to Hazakura Temple?
Shock him.
Ever since I was a small child, the temple has been my home. Shocking. So you've never left? Well, I don't have any family left to take care of me. And Sister Bikini, I'd come to think of her as my real mother, as it were. Ah, I see. But you didn't go to college? And maybe enroll in the Ivy University Literature Department? No, I never had an interest in going to a big university like that. My training is all the education I need. I see. But once in a while, when I get the chance, I make a trip to the nearby town. I use a computer and a cell phone, too. Uh-huh. It's not exactly something worth bragging about. It is if you're someone who's rural and, like, technology's kind of weird, too. But I think she's just coming up with an excuse on why she knows how to use a computer and a cell phone when it's revealed she's actually Dahlia. I don't see any Psylocks. I guess that means she's not lying? Please don't stare at me like that. Okay, Hazakura Temple? What kind of place is this, anyway? Heard it's for training to increase your spiritual power or something like that? It must seem awfully crazy to normal people like you. Well, I had to admit it's a whole different world up here. Glad to hear you say that. Huh? Talking with dead people, who does it help anyway? I hate it. Really? Amnesia? Could be amnesia. Or on drugs. I'm more doubtful she's on drugs. If anything, she either has amnesia, which I also kind of doubt, or she's just actively lying, and her spiritual training has caused her to not, like, show up on the Magnetama or something. Really? So that's why she'd stay in a place like this. Is something wrong? I didn't realize it was so late. I have to go and ring the bell for lights out. I guess it's almost 10, huh? Mr. Wright? Yes? If it's alright with you, I would like you to have this. This is your hood. It has the power to protect you from evil spirits. Come to think of it, Sister Bikini was wearing one of these too. I pray for your safety on this dark, cold night. Iris hood received from Iris. A magical hood said to offer protection from evil spirits. Oh, framing for murder? Yes. I second this opinion. I second this opinion that she's going to try to frame us for the murder. I'm sorry, but I must bid you goodnight. Wait a minute. Sister Iris. Yes? Just now, you called me by my name. You said, Mr. Wright? How did you know my name? I never introduced myself to you. That's... Sister Iris, please tell me the truth. You and I... Have we met before? There's the Psylocks. Psyche-locks engaged. Iris? Oh, it's almost 10. Perhaps we can speak again. Tomorrow. Dude, you... Gong, gong, gong. He knows where a phone is. Just call the police and be like, hey, I have a weird question. I'm a lawyer, which he is. Is there any way you could look up a criminal that I had a run-in with called Dahlia Hawthorne? Is she still in jail? Is she still in prison? Or just, you know what? Just call Gumshoe directly and be like, hey, Gumshoe, can you do me a favor? Can you come up here? No, the police would mess it up. I mean, how much worse can it get messed up? Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die, and Phoenix is gonna get accused of the murder. It's not gonna get much more messed up than that. So my hunch was correct. She does know me. I have to try to talk with her again tomorrow. Huh? I guess he fell asleep? Uh-oh. What the? The butler screen came from the courtyard. February 7th, 11:06 p.m. Hazakura Temple courtyard. That scream, I'm sure it came from around here. Ah! Someone's there. On the ground. Oh, they killed the book lady, it looks like. Miss Danu! Squish. Just stepped on something soft. Hey, don't step on my tummy like that. What are you doing lying there in the snow? I was passed out. What do you think? So that blood-curdling scream was you? Forget about that. Hurry up and call the police. Is there even a phone in the main hall?
Just a flesh
No, but
wound.
we still got the reception here in the mountains. You must have a cell phone on you, right? I didn't bring it with... Oh, you're useless. I mean, even Iris has a cell phone. We've got no choice. You have to use the public phone by Dusky Bridge. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run as fast as you can. Yep, yes, ma'am. If you don't hurry, Iris will... Wait, what about Iris? Gee, I wonder who done it. I mean, maybe that's the twist. Maybe it's gonna turn out to be completely honest. Just a flesh wound. February 7th, 11:18 p.m., Dusky Bridge. Huff, huff. It's further than I thought. The bridge is just up ahead. I have to go tell Maya what happened, too. Oh, someone lit the bridge on fire. Dusky Bridge. It's burning down. What the heck happened? What are you doing here? Huh? What is it? Is it me? Don't scare me like that, Larry. I almost had a heart attack. My name isn't Larry. It's Lawrence. Larry, hurry up and call the police. I'm going to the inner temple. Don't be stupid. The bridge is nothing but a burning wreck right now. Listen to me. There's been a murder here at Hazakura Temple. What? The murderer might have fled across the bridge. I had to make sure Maya is safe. But... Please, call the police. I've got to go. Get out of my way, Larry. It's too dangerous, Nick. Wait. I must have been crazy. I knew how dangerous it was, but I still went for it. Correct? Oh! Even more by fire, the rickety old bridge planks snapped and gave way. And as I was swallowed by the internal darkness that surrounded me, a final terrified scream rose up to pierce the frozen air of that harrowing night. Why is he worried about her? She can communicate through Pearl once she's dead. Yeah, but you may... Goofy fall. You may not want her dead, you know? There's some stuff that living people have a little bit better chance of pulling off, besides maybe the movie Ghost, if you understand what I'm talking about. To be continued. Oh, good. This might be a perfect time for me to go... Hold on. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. But what happens once Pearl dies? Well, then the whole... Everything's... I mean, the whole Faye family tree has finally come to an end, I guess. She's the last one down the line unless Maya has a kid. Or I guess if she gets... If Pearl's makes it old enough to have her own kid... Otherwise, it sounds like the family tree is basically done. Date unknown. Time unknown. Location unknown. I'm presuming... I would love this to turn out to be the twist. I know it's not because we've seen Phoenix alive, but I would love it that Phoenix dies here, has to become a ghost, and has to, like, go into the body of Maya to, like defend or prosecute someone who's guilty or innocent. Ring, ring. Who could that be at this time of night? Beep. Yes?
Piss off, ghost!
Triple possession, the Turduncan of ghosts. Piss off, ghosts. That was a very random scene in that movie. Yes, Edgeworth speaking. Edgy, get up. It's emergency. Huh? Larry? Do you even know what time it is? It's not Larry, it's Lawrence. Lawrence DeMoe. This is nothing more than a terrible nightmare. I'll just roll over and... Wait, don't hang up. It's an emergency. It's Nick. He took a really nasty spill. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, so... I'm not joking, his life is in danger. What? What happened? Tell me. Talk about a guy with a bad luck. He may have already be dead. Anyway, you've got to come back. You're the only one that can help. My Iris, my beautiful Iris, she needs help. Alright, I don't know what's going on, but I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm at the detention center. Please, hurry. What? Are we playing as Edgeworth? Edgeworth, baby, I've missed you. Considering he's in 3 more modules, I'd say he's alive. Is there 3 more? I thought the only ones I know of for sure are the Apollo Justice ones that come after this, right? Means nothing. He could be possessing Edgeworth. That's true. Or it could be Maya possessing his corpse. That's not the same thing. The Edge-tagonist. It's been 1 year since I left that country. I thought I wouldn't have to see him again for a while. Sounds like it won't be a pretty reunion as if I expected anything to change. So more kangaroo. Not from me. Not for a while. Edge me more worth. Wow. No, I'm not doing any more of this, anything like this again for months after this. I need a break. You have 3 more modules, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and a Spirit of Justice. Okay, Spirit of Justice definitely sounds like he's dead. Dual Destiny sounds like he's, like, maybe dead. But Apollo Justice, I know he's, like, the mentor to a kid or something, so... But I'm not doing those anytime soon. We need to do some other things to get me away from this, so I don't want to, like, throw myself out the window you see behind me. Don't forget, Abe Attorney Oddworld. If you can figure out how make that work, I'll play it. This stuff is so weird. February 8th, 2019. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. What? It's not a brain fart, I'm drinking something. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Maya, Iris's bikini. Huh? Say something edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. The murder victim was the picture book author Miss Elise DeMoe. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect of the temple's younger nun. Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her, my sweet little Iris. And here I was, convinced he was the one that the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave me when I was leaving his room. This is first. He said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. And the other, he couldn't possibly ask me what I think he is, could he? I'm begging you, it's Iris's trial starts tomorrow. With Nick out of the picture, you've all I got left. You're the only one that can represent her. What did you just say? Oh my god. Edgeworth has banks? Apparently. Daddy songs? We know his dad. What was his dad's thing? Back in, I think, the second module, when they're talking about being kids, I think it mentions what his dad used to do. Edge-tagonist?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
See? Phoenix is
Here we
fine.
go again.
Apparently, falling into a river in the middle of winter, it gets you 2 days of bed rest? What? He should be super almost dead. His dad was a defense attorney, right? Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. Yeah, his dad was a defense attorney. Okay, okay. That's what I thought I remember it being something like that. Because like he was going to be a defense attorney, but then something happened to him and he decided to become a prosecution attorney. He was a defense lawyer. Betterist is all he could afford. We don't know where this takes place, and maybe they have like, you know, proper medicine here instead of weird American broken system. You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? What do you think I called you? Why do you think I called you anyway? I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. That's true. How could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? That's a great question, Edgeworth, the person who constantly lied in court about things. I don't know. Let's see what happened to Phonix. A lawyer who makes money. Technically, you would make less money because you work for the state. And usually people working for the state don't make good money. Also, to clarify, Phonix was viewing the last case from the hospital. Yeah, we could tell there was the, his IV was hanging up behind him, and it looked like his leg was broken or something. That's what I got from that. I originally thought that scene was him on a train, but it looked like there was an IV behind him, so. A train spittle? That would be interesting. Please, Edgy. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris's side of the story. Sorry, it wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Okay, so... Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Okay, if it wasn't her, who else could it be? Assuming it's not Larry, it probably wasn't Maya. I doubt Pearls killed her. It could be the nun. It could be the nun because we found her unconscious, but not really. So it could have been the nun. I think that's it, right? That was everyone who was there? It was Pearls? Oh my god. St. Hazel's Transpital? I would like to see them animate Pearls trying to kill her. Ah, yes, Hazel's. Yeah, Hazel's Hospital. Iris looks like a little like a fish, a little like a sloth. What? I guess this I could kind of see the sloth thing with the weird, like, her weird hair. I don't know about the fish thing though. A slilsh, I guess. Oh, a sloth fish. Kid with a gun. If Pearls just pulls out, Pearls just pulls out like a full-size, a 6-inch long, like Dirty Harry 44 Magnum, and just shoots her in the face with it. Exactly, dead eyes. Oh, yeah, her eyes are a little weird. They're like, A, they're too big, and B, they've got like crossing, like the actual iris has like crossing in it. It looks a little weird. I think she looks like a butterfly, but more of the ugly bug parts. Wow. Yeah. I can kind of see that. She has 6 legs and they bend in all the wrong places. Ugh. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lawrence said that he might even die. Fortunately, he will be fine. Larry, you moron, how could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. That is false! He is suffering from extreme hypothermia. There is no way he fell into that river as cold as it is and did not suffer extreme hypothermia. I feel like her face could just split open and bug legs pull out of her head and she crawls out like a horror movie monster. Wow. That's a very descriptive, like, you two are coming up with here. All right, you keep your fantasies in check, you fiends. He was badly bruised. Okay, yeah, unharmed. Thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? He's running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. I must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Oh, you know what? He was the prosecuting lawyer in that case, right? So he actually would have met her once before? Look, it's just my honest opinion of her character design. I guess so. I mean, her hair is the only thing that really throws me off. The rest, and her, like, the weird crossing on her eyes, but the rest of it's fine. Phoenix is a lucky, unlucky person or an unlucky, lucky person. Yeah. Seriously, right? It's all over the place for him. I think this is the first time he's ever been seriously injured, though. Phoenix is a dark omen who's primarily causing confusing, tragic events. Well, this many murders that happen around him, yeah, you probably wouldn't want to hang out with him too much. Iris, tell me about yourself. Pardon me, Iris? I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have a distinct feeling you and I have met before. It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple. Hazakura Temple? What's that? It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to release your inner spiritual power. Spiritual power? Do you go to that temple for that reason as well? No, I don't have any spiritual powers. I don't need them. In that case, what are you doing at that temple then? I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for. That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train to purify my soul. Okay. 9 of the crime. I want to ask you about last night. The
Dead.
9 of the crime.
D-E-D. Dead.
He's not hurt. He only has a cold. Yeah, he should be suffering from extreme hypothermia. If we ever met a lawyer in D&D, would he be named this phone? Gori? No, I would come up with something a little easier to pronounce. You have to remember, I'm bad with words, so I had to come up with something that's a little easier to pronounce. That's a good guess, though. You're not wrong. Who needs powers when you have a gun? Yes, I train all day long to harness my true power. This Glock 9mm just pulls it out and sets it on the desk. Dirty Harry. Deeg throw? What? What's a deg throw? Yeah, she just pulls out her Glock and sets it on the counter. Yet he's not. He just gets really nasty cold. So you would think he'd be more badly messed up. All right. I helped to clean up after the dinner, and then went back to my room about 8. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10. Bell? We ring it at the same time each night. I see. And then, I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there. Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to? I was frightened. Frightened? So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened. There's more to her story, I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. But he's not. He just gets really... Oh. De-egg throw? Oh, like de-edge throw? Like Edgeworth throw? The only reason he is even in the hospital is because of his fever. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That seems odd to me, but... Daddy, we're... Frightened? You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder. Yes. However, you didn't go. Did you say you were frightened? What exactly were you so frightened of? I'm very curious to see what Edgeworth's takes on this is gonna be. What in the world? Is there something wrong? I'm sorry, it's nothing. Looks like she's not aware of them herself. This must be what Wright was talking about. The Psylocks? I believe he said that I need to present this Magnetama item to do something. Huh? Okay. Oh, Dedge Throw. Daddy. Okay, so it's Edgeworth, but Dedge Throw. Edge. This deals with magic. Wait, Edge Tag. Oh, Edge-tagonist deals with magic. Okay, like I said, he's either the world's unluckiest lucky person or the world's luckiest unlucky person. Edge-tagonist is the cult leader in D&D. You decide, yeah. Okay, I'm kind of over this. It's not bad. It's just not great. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's not terrible, just not for me. Round Worthless? Just named for that? What? He's not worthless, he's just kind of a weird guy. Any ideas? So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night? I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed. Spiritual power? Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies. This, isn't it, was just another example. Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Okay. The court system accepts that magic is real. If the court accepts it, then science must accept it. Thus, he must accept it. Powers killed them. Burn the witches. I'm a man of science. I don't believe in spiritual power. Yes, I understand. Most people don't. And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Ellis DeMo? No. I'm not the one who took her life. Those Psylocke things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying? What's wrong? I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. It appears that's about all you can tell me. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Me? Yes, at the trial tomorrow, he asked me to defend you. If Nurse Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands. But before that, I have one question. Yes? Do you know Wright? Or why would you ask that? Whenever you came up in our conversation, he would begin to act a little strange. Mr. Edgeworth, what is Mr. Wright to you? He's a very dear and indispensable friend. It was 5 years ago. That's when I deceived him. You deceived him? I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am. That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. Wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth. Huh? Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. Until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise. Very well. I'll do everything in my powers to get you an acquittal. Antagonist, you have a magical rock in your pocket. It's true. He doesn't know. He didn't know that until literally right then, though. He didn't understand that that was an actual, honest to God, magical rock. Is that a magical rock in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? Well, if in your case, you're hoping he's happy to see you. It's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Isn't it actually very far outside of town? Oh, what does he got to say about the cop? The guard is glaring at me. If someone glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth? Hmm? Oh, excuse me. The camera's glaring at me. If something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Is something bothering you? Hmm? Oh, excuse me. The antagonist asserts dominance? Apparently. I guess so. Amazing, team. Amazing. Receive before the lights out bell the night of the crime. Protects from evil spirits. Shows Misty Fae master the crane technique. Shows Hazakura Temple and the surrounding area. Magazine featuring Hazakura Temple. Taken by her only pupil, Lawrence Demoe. See from Wright, something about reading people's hearts? What utter nonsense. It's utter nonsense until it suddenly happens to you. Antagonist said, "Fear me." No wonder he scares people. I guess so. He has an incredible desire to confront people. February 8th, Dusky Bridge. It sure is cold, all right. Also, by the way, have we heard what happened to Maya and all this? I'm a little concerned for Maya. It sure is cold, all right. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh, wow. It's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, it's your ex, Edgeworth. Look. Maya me, Maya haha. They haven't boarded the other side? No, they didn't board up the other side, I guess. I think that's the side that's more isolated, though. So I don't think people can come from there. I think you can only go across this bridge to get there. Ugh. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. It's been about a year, or has it been longer? I know. I know it's my headcanon, but I think it's going to be funnier if I think about these two have dated, and then they broke up, and now he's back. Plus, he's also always cutting salaries. That's true. I forgot. I didn't eat my candy. I didn't eat my candy. I didn't eat my candy. That one hit hard. It doesn't matter, detective. What does matter is why you're suffering around up here. Oh, ouch. And there's the sharp left jab. Oh my god, these two completely dated. These two completely dated. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Let me guess, you were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. But it was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe. He's impossible to get rid of. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Oh my god. There has to be somewhere, there has to be a note that says, write these two like they're exes. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell you. Prosecutor Godot? Oh, you don't even know who Prosecutor Godot is? What? Alright, what happened? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I've missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, that bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here, on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. You have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. Okay, Dusky Bridge. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through? Yep. Can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross. That's how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. But we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh my god, Maya's stuck there? Atme was lying when he said Edgeworth hyped up Godot. Yeah, I guess so. If he doesn't even know who he is. That's really weird. They are building to something insane right now. Should I have to live off the tree leaves with how much she eats? Yeah, I guess so. No, okay, she might legitimately take down a rabbit. Like, you were joking about throwing her, or Phoenix was joking about throwing a rabbit onto the bridge. Or Edgeworth stole Godot's badge. No, Edgeworth doesn't seem to know who Godot is. But no, Maya might legitimately take down a rabbit and eat it raw or something. I don't know why Atme lied. I mean, he could be in on it, whatever the big reveal at the end of this is going to be. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. Oh no, her again? Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's going to be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? So how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Wait, so that wasn't even... No one lit it on fire? Lightning hit it? That doesn't sound right. Prosecutor Godot. So who's this Prosecutor Godot? Never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of man is he?
This is raw. Raw. Do you see this? Raw.
Raw. It's raw. No need to eat the rabbit raw. There's plenty of wood. Yeah, but does she have a way to light it? So a lady died of old age? No, she's a witness. It's the bikini woman. We have to go talk to her. He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. He's so good. How is it that I've never heard of him? Is he the lead prosecutor on this case? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who. Phonix Wright, of course. For some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Wright. Oh. Yeah, he seems to have some kind of grudge. What would the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something? None of this is making any sense. I better look into this Godot myself. Lightning? You're telling me the bridge was caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yep, last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that, but according to the weather data, lightning definitely struck. Weather data added to the court record. Now, are you talking about this from your personal experience, or did you get a fire specialist out here to check on this? A regional weather report from the night of the crime. Weather data added to the court record. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. It even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge? Oh, that? We got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry. I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Someone cast lightning storm? Yeah, I'm sure there's some means to start a fire somewhere, or Maya might know how to make a primitive fire due to how her village is fairly remote. That's true. She might have a little bit of survival training. I mean, if she's lucky, she can find like some matches somewhere for like, because they showed a teapot and a cup. So if you can boil tea, you probably have some matches or a lighter to start a fire with, right? So hopefully she's got something out there with her. I'm very curious to see what this is going to look like, though. Like, is Maya going to do 48 hours of intense super training and then come out of there just like a mega wizard or what? Or something? Like, is she going to be the ultimate spirit conjurer or whatever they call it? Or just bring a huge t-shirt cannon and okay, Ika. Okay. There's also lanterns? Oh, I guess there was a couple lanterns, yeah. I don't know if they were lit, but... Or if they're actually, like normal fire lanterns or whatever, but yeah, there were some lanterns. But I think I like Ika's idea the best. We load up a t-shirt cannon, we crank that baby to 11, and we just start firing supplies over to her on the other side of this bridge. They just need a few more shirts to stay warm. You just start firing full-size, like, sweaters at her and stuff. You're just like, next one. And it's just like a sweater, and it has like a matches in it, and then the next one is like a sweater or like a blanket, and it has like some emergency like MRIs in it, or MRIs. Meals ready to eat. MRA. No, meals ready to eat. MREs. I don't know if there's a rabbit on that small island, though.
Yes.
MRE, yeah. They just start firing, like, food and all these medical supplies, like, survival supplies inside of, like, t-shirts with a t-shirt cannon. I'm growing very strong! The lanterns are lit by fire? Okay. Well, then, yeah, she should have a way to cook food if she's, like, aware of what's going on. Alright. Let's examine a little bit and see what we get. So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross. Pretty reckless, if you ask me. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Whoops. Didn't mean to click on that again. Dusky Bridge. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Dusky Bridge. It certainly is an appropriate name. You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. You can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. Huh? Ah, you're right. It's Dusky Bridge, after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. Okay. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. Wow. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a place. Makes it sound like a place. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime in itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castle? He lives in Compton? He lives in Compton, everybody. Isn't that lit by fire? There probably means to light them somewhere. Yeah. He lives in Compton. Compton Castle. That's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, not such a great apartment either, sir. Compton? Huh? Yeah, Compton. Like straight out of Compton? Compton? It looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, it's got to be around 100 yards or so. Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards. Well, I gotta admit I'm not very good at judging distances. It's about a 20 yards or so. And impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. Oh yeah, what's the phone? Hey, it's a public phone. You don't see a lot of those anymore. That's true. Since we've got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Well, sure, why not? Oh, darn it, I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones, and why are these so fascinated by them? I don't know. Okay. guess we're moving on. Let's go over to the main gate. I'm assuming we can talk to Bikini here. February 8th, Hazakura Temple, main gate. Oh, it's Larry. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet. I know it was a mistake to race you back to this... Wait, I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. What do you mean? Red is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a second. Hold it. Objection. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and what kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor, and that's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, defense attorney, just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. Okay, I'm very much, at least in the, like, I'm connecting with Edgeworth more than I was connecting with Phoenix. I'll tell you that much so far. Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple of years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sherbet. It's rather cold here. Or sorbet. Sherbet and sorbet. Sorbet. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Even the romantic... Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Oh, dear. Words. Yeah, sorbet, sherbet. Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Alright. Tell me about Iris. Man, I'm telling you. Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, alright, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time he's said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. You can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. He was always kind of chilly. That's true. He has always been kind of a cold person. Sigh, Larry. I love that our headcanon, or my personal headcanon, I don't want to imply anything for you all, but my personal headcanon that he was with Gumshoe is intact because he's still talking about, like, she's not my type, and I have no idea what you're talking about going after her because he's not into women. Oh, I love it. I love it keeps working. Huh? The night of the crime. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back on your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. Now if your plane crashes and you die. I'll ask you just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Wow. As I suspected, Psylocke. I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Do you do a lot of drugs or something? What do you mean? I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's going on in his mind, whether I like it or not. Got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention. Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I call it a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that? This is actually addressed in a later module. No, not Edgeworth and Gumshoe, but Edgeworth's attitude towards romance. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, until that happens, until we get there sometime next year, I'm gonna keep going with the headcanon that he's gay and that he was dating Gumshoe at one point. It does already exist, Dick Gumshoe. It does already exist. Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. Is Edgeworth actually the ace attorney? Thinking? I can see a small bell tower from here. Hey, that just reminded me. There's something I've always wondered about. Something tells me he's going to tell me that what's going on in his mind really like it or not. We call a person who tells a lie a liar, right? So why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or truer for a guy who tells the truth. Oh man, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight. I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. Their relationship was mostly physical. This gate looks quite old. Strong enough to resist the weight of time. That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. You got a real flair for words, sir. I've always appreciated this kind of old, timeless elegance. That's exactly how I feel, too. Take this coat, for example. Like a fine wine, it gets bettered with age. Even fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. I suggest you watch that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Wow. Brutal. He smoked pot? What? I don't think he's smoking pot. That must be the main hall back there. A brilliant deduction, sir. Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe? A brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir? According to Wright, the head of none has some important information. I can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. But vinegar is better than wine? Well, I mean, it's different, and most people think of wine. A wine ages well, but vinegar is like a very different thing. I don't know. I don't know enough about vinegar or wine, to be honest with you. All right, let's see. We have like nothing to work with for information to break these psyche locks yet, so I'd rather drink vinegar than wine. Really? That's interesting. Okay. I mean, I don't think I've ever tried to drink vinegar, and I have drunk wine in the past, so. February 8th, Hazakura Temple, main hall. Sigh. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, handsome boys such as yourself is always welcome. Sigh. If circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just... Please don't call me boy. Sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini? Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. Ha ha ha, if you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Oh my god. Wow. Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness? Why didn't you tell me that earlier? This is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. No, my stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. But then again, I don't drink. I have drank vinegar before, though. Well, I know they say apple cider vinegar is supposed to be good for your digestion, and I think it's also... Yeah, I think it's your digestion, and I think it's also supposed to help with weight loss, but I think the weight loss aspect of it is kind of one of those things that people have talked about but isn't true. But I think it is supposed to be good for your digestion. The night of the crime. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? Suppose it was about 9 when we left? Training lasts all night long, it's extremely exhausting. The Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right, that does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard? But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? Well, the way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. Ha ha ho. No, I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a slightly different reason. Ho ho, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? What you saw. Alright then. I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Yeah, if you drink apple cider vinegar rather than soda, of course you'll lose weight. We get the same effect with water. Well, yeah. No, it's supposed to be apple cider vinegar and something else. And you mix them together, and it's supposed to be like a meal suppressant, I think, is part of the effect. But, I mean, fad, random diets like that go around all the time. But yeah, drinking stuff that isn't soda obviously is going to help you lose weight too, because it's less calories, right? Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Must have been past 11. No, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. Be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of our courtroom, and I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. Why return? As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as a frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous. I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I better try to get some more details. I think Edgeworth only smacks Phoenix with the words. That's true. They do some word battling. Acolytes. So who's this acolyte that was the train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. Treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 tongues. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night, we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that the small girl? I believe she is Mystic Maya's little sister. There's a little sister? Oh, you mean Little Pearl. That's Maya's Faye's cousin. Little Pearl? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. The little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone? As they say, the plot thickens. Huh. He prefers to hurt people with words rather than beating them up physically. Yeah, he's not like Von Karma, who would like literally hit people in the face with a whip over and over again, and no one seemed to mind that, which is kind of odd to me, but... You know anything about this? About this here? Huh? Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? If you're gonna make that joke, make her name Barbie, then. Thinking about your only pupil. Do you know who this is? Oh! How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame. Quiet! What do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. Why did you have to take it out on, I don't know, it all out on me? Your anger does seem a little manufactured. Okay. You know what this is? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for our protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... ha 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 ho 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 ho. Was I just made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth? What do you mean by that, detective? It's absolutely marvelous. You just gotta keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? I mean, you have been a jerk. Do you know about this? Huh? Ah, well, look what you found. That's the master of the crane channeling technique, Mystic Misty Faye. Faye? It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of the branch family of the Faye clan. Oh. But even I'm not privy to the information concerning the main family. Interesting. You know anything about this? That's one of the Faye clan's very own magnetomas. That's a priceless treasure you've got there. Wow, I'm impressed, sir. You never failed to surprise me. Yes, you don't look it, but now I can see you're a real fan of the occult. Excuse me? Oh, of course, this piece couldn't possibly be real, but I have to say it's a nice replica. Clearly, you're a big fan of the Korean tradition. Wow, I'm impressed, sir. You never failed to surprise me. I should have known better than to show this thing around. Well, maybe you know that, but I don't. I have questions, alright? What do you know about Larry? This is Mystic Alyssa's apprentice, is it not? I think he might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy, at any rate. What? Okay. Wait, Phoenix is mostly the same, although he did lose his cool twice and punchless slap someone? Yeah, I think I remember a vague... I remember them mentioning something about a physical altercation between him and the guy back in college. And then I think there was one other incident where he shoved someone, right? I think there was one other incident where he like, physically assaulted someone. Also, there was a time he broke down that huge door that was at the Korean dojo. But that's a different thing. Baba Booey? What? Why are you playing Baba Booey? Don't bring that in here. I think he might have a crush on me, sweet boy. Huh? Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. But I'm afraid it won't be proper to abuse my position. I'm a head nun, after all. But, in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me. I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty. For everyone's sake. Wow. Hey, what do you know about Phoenix? This man, his face betrays a life of suffering and great weariness of the world. Sure. But even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. Restless spirit training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? Like she's got
I came looking for booty.
Booty Baba. I came looking for booty. No, that's not why he's here. Well, I guess it is kind of why he's here. I mean, he came originally to actually practice art with Miss Elise, but he stayed for the booty. I'll say that much. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain Wright's situation to her for me. Hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. Okay. What do you know about her? Oh. How could you such a... Oh, okay. I think we already asked. Quiet. Anyway. Okay, yeah. We already asked about this. To take it out on me. Okay. What do you know about Iris? No, that's Mega Booty? Oh, okay. Gotcha. One's when he shoved Doug Swallow, and the other is an Optional dialogue if you present Maya's profile to Lotta Hart and she badmouths Maya. Really? You can slap Lotta Hart? I did not know that. I'm sad I missed that bit. That's amazing. I would have never guessed you were able to slap around Lotta Hart. Huh. The defendant, a nun from the Hazaka Temple, doesn't seem to have any spiritual power. You seen you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night? Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 p.m. bell for the lights out. You're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. But that doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, its plot thickens. Okay. What do you have to say about Maya? It's a very important visitor, you know. An honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fae name is synonymous with the crane channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the crane channeling technique. Detective? I detest talk of supernatural drivel. Suppose now you'll say she has midichlorians. Oh my god, is that a Star Wars reference? I was not expecting a Star Wars reference. Oh my, okay. Try for every person? Well, some of them she's not going to be able to respond to. She doesn't know who they are. You shouldn't have done that, but Lotta is a lot of mouth with not very much brain. Yeah, she's also kind of rude and a little unscrupulous, so... So now you say she has midichlorians. Ho ho ho. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's not going... It's got nothing to do with it. Oh, he's creeped out by ghosts. Maya's cousin, who's apparently within the victim at the time of the crime, currently missing. Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Ah, do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Maybe she's such a pessimist, detective. Erg, I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic, I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. Wow. Okay, let me ask about Cadeau. About this here. Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is. Okay. Yeah, so she doesn't know anything about Cadeau. Alright, so that should be just about everything we have to talk to her about. Ooh, there's a note here, though. What's this? What do you mean there aren't any clues here? There are more ends or cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under the stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Ew. What is it, Detective? This could be it. An ultra important clue. A super special clue. I suppose I should read it myself then. It looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. Oh, that does seem kind of relevant. Yeah. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Edgeworth is not worried about the other people's feelings. No, clearly not. Edgetagonist and Gumshoe are in an abusive relationship. I mean, we knew that already, though. Even back when we first formulated their relationship thing, it was very, very clear that Edgeworth was in charge of that, like, was the top in that relationship. Even at the time, they talked about, like, how... when they talked to each other, you could tell that Edgeworth was in the top. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor, a super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Wow. Oh, it's a warmed cat box. But where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of Zambaton. Cushions called Enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Because learn something new might actually be a good thing for you, detective. It's an altar with a giant magatama enshrined on it. There are lots of candles lined up on it too. You know? I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out these candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles. What? Why would anyone buy a heated litter box? I mean, I don't know, your cat's butt gets cold? I don't know anything about cats, so... That was the weirdest... That was the weirdest conversation. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is the lesser magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater magatama is displayed in the main room of the Fey Manor. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasure of Karan exhibit, but it was so large they couldn't bring it through the doors. I don't remember that coming up in conversation. There's a flowing script written everywhere on the walls. Man, I bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here. This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering. So if I slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogeyman wouldn't hunt me down for eternity? Alright. Does this guy think about anything other than eating and sleeping? I mean, if he's anything like Maya, I guess not. Okay. So I think that's everything here, then. Or a massive litter box? Well, I mean, if you have a bunch of cats, I guess. The Greater Magatama lets you shoot spirit bombs. Okay, that sounds good, too, actually. So this one you launch, and then the other one you have to, like... How would you work it? You probably have to go up and, like, charge it or something. You gonna say, or just lifting it over your head for a while because it's so heavy. If your home is cold, your cat won't do their business. You should probably just turn on the heat. I mean, you would think, but I mean, there's probably some fancy people who would love to have like a heated thing. Oh my goodness, have a heated thing for their cat. It would just make your home smell. Oh, that's probably true too. But see, if you're rich enough to have a heated litter box, you're probably rich enough to have someone to clean it for you. So you just have them clean it every time the cat uses it. February 8th, Hazakura Temple Courtyard. And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched. Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating. Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really going to defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow? Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment. Well, in that case, I've got to be careful. I got to make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation. Don't worry about it, detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own. You got it, sir. I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap. Yes, you do that, detective. So how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Wow. Alright, tell me about the victim. There's no reason to have a heated litter box at all. Kitty will do their business regardless of the temperature. That's probably true. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Demus. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. The cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from a height of 2-story building. Like, up here? A two-story building. That would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Another goofy fall, yeah. Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. That just happens to be the room that Elise Namu was staying in. If she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword? Elise's autopsy report added to the court record. Well, we know that can't be the case because the nun saw it, unless the nun's lying. 10 to 11 p.m. caused loss of blood from stab and back. Body fell 10 feet after death. Oh, the body fell 10 feet after death? Oh, so maybe she saw Iris trying to pull the sword out of her body, not push it in. What happened? Now then, detective. Let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. Big litter boxes are needed though, as some of us have big kitties. I mean, there are different size litter boxes in cats, for sure. Raven herself is a 14-pound ragdoll mix. 14 pounds sounds like pretty good size for a cat. Not huge, but pretty good sized. I've never had my own cat, really. Before I had so much free time, we had a cat for a little while. That it was a very small little cat. An older small cat, and then at one point I did like cat sit for a couple of months while a friend of mine moved out of state and got established. So I've had cats around, but it's huge for a female cat. Oh, okay. So I've had cats around, but I've never really been like a cat owner for like years and years or anything like that. Let's see. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall. Inner temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. I would die? Well, yeah, that's because of your allergies. Ragdolls are big kitties. Some males can get up to 30 pounds. That is a big house cat. That's a pretty good-sized house cat. Tomorrow's trial. Trial commences tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? Pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest? I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. So I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow. We only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Yeah, but what about the prosecution? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. What? They're one of the friendliest cat breeds, though. Well, that's good. Inner Temple. What is this Inner Temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the Inner Temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing in that is the Inner Temple? Or it's not that kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. Phoenix would rough me up if Maya is dead. Okay, well, let's examine the scene. We got a ladder. Mega must be just over that stone wall. Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all. Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity? Paucity of words. That's a new one. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Ah, I just love skiing. Really? You don't seem like the type. Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah, they're a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image. What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth? Is the world starting to go mad? No, you're just starting to notice, because you're on the other side of this now. For a brief moment, you've peered, like, through the veil, and you're starting to realize how messed up this world is. It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night. There's something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight. Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill? How did you know? What hard-boiled image? Yeah, I don't think anybody thinks of him that way. Okay, we got a staff. What's this? Looks like a wizard staff? That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise DeMaw. There's nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Yes, what? This is the top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Alright. The truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. Okay, okay. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it. The staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victim's. Victim staff added to the court record. Carried by Elise DeMaw when she was alive, has her fingerprints on it. Hard-boiled egg image? Well, yeah, but that's not the same thing. Alright. So, I want to know what this is, but they won't let me interact with it. Because obviously the gem's missing off the staff. It could, I guess it could be into this, or someone stole it, right? Can I look at, like, the cave? No? Oops. Alright. Let's look at the... Look at this. So the sword from this gold statue is actually the murder weapon? Sure is. It's called a Shayashitu. By the way, nasty piece of work, sir. There's still blood on it. I suppose this is the victim's blood? Yep. It's all over the blade. Speaking of all over the blade, there are fingerprints all over the hilt of the Shimmitsu, too. Fingerprints? Naturally, they match the print we got from the younger nun, the defendant. Fingerprints are on the murder weapon? What's wrong? You're looking really solemn. Is this how it is for the right? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney? Yeah, I figure it doesn't really feel really good. To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. Shimizu added to the court record. The apparent murder weapon has the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints on it. Okay. Oh, we can look at this. The main hall of Hazakura Temple is above us here. Hey, you're right, but I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple is built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, that makes sense. Wouldn't it be easier just to build the place slanted, sir? I failed to see how he can consider that to be an even remotely good idea. Shito. Shichisito. Shichisho. Shichisito. Shichisho. That's as good as it's gonna get, team. Shichisito. Okay. Kind of curious of what this is also, by the way. I mean, maybe that's nothing, but... Also, it looks like there's something right here underneath the ice. Underneath the snow. Maybe it's just like a pole or something, but it looks hook-shaped at the top. But yeah, this looks like something. There's a lot of things here we can't investigate.
Words are hard.
Words are incredibly hard. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing with me, whoever says this. Ika, whoever you found the quote that from. Alright, I guess that's it. Hold on. Policy report. I have a question about this. Oh, so I think I might have already told you about this, but the truth is, whenever I was a kid, I was like, hey, that's amazing. How did you know that? So what do you think? I'd make a really great one, don't you think? We just had this conversation a little while ago, detective. Okay, maybe I can ask in the main hall about this? Do you know about this? About this here. Let's see. You know. Let's try back here. Okay, do you know about this? Okay, you don't know anything about that either. Alrighty. That does not help us much. He doesn't want to know about Edgeworth thinks of that. What about him being a wizard? Yeah, I don't think he needs to know about that. A regional weather report from the night of the crime. Oh wait, I can actually look at this. Oh no, I didn't want to present it. Okay, hold on. Eagle Mountain weather data, February 7th. Well, that would hit me hard. Snow with occasional lightning strikes.
You're a wizard, Harry.
What? Snow, 7 to approximately 10:50 p.m. Lightning, 10 to approximately 11 p.m. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45, around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Okay. You're a wizard, Harry. It's almost as dumb as wanting to be a chicken juggler. I mean, if you could figure out how to make that work, you could probably make some money with it, but it's going to be really hard to juggle chickens. They're going to want to fly off, they're going to try to peck your face, and claw at you. It's going to be a rough time. Ah, okay, we just need to keep moving, team. February 8th, Harker Temple main gate. I don't see Larry anywhere. Maybe we scared the poor kid away. His heart was shut. His heart was shut tight with a number of psyche locks. I guess I'll have to look for him now. What a thorn in my side. Alright. I guess he's not here. Wait, can I go to Heavenly Hall? I mean, Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a nice place. And if you ask me, well, it's not a great department either, sir. Okay, no. As a chicken owner, I can tell you that they'd 100% not approve of that idea. No, that sounds like something chickens would hate. Very few chickens like being pet or interacted with, generally speaking, let alone picked up and thrown into the air over and over again. That seems like a real bad idea. Alright, so we need to go find him? Oh, okay, maybe he's here. February 8th, detention visitors room. I love that they make it seem like this is like right across the street from the temple. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. But I've already told you everything that Iris, please remember. I'm on your side. Can you tell me anything? Yes, thank you. Okay, so... do we know anything about this? I'm sorry, I don't leave the temple grounds very often. So I don't know very much about the outside world. Huh! That's the same thing I think Pearl used to say? What about this? Is that the murder weapon? Yes, it is. Have you ever seen it before? Yes, Mystic Ame was holding it in the courtyard. Apparently, the head of none witnessed the whole sad affair. She saw you stabbing Miss Elise DeMaul with this very sword last night. See, I think what she saw was her trying to pull the sword out. And it sounds like, because the sword used to be up, right? So if she fell off the second story, landed on the sword, and then fell over onto her stomach, then she was trying to pull the sword out, which is an absolutely terrible idea of what you should not do. That's what they saw. Not really, there are many friendly chickens. Really? I didn't think on average chickens were that friendly. They usually don't mind human interaction if you're gentle and they're raised around humans. Oh, okay. So, but they wouldn't probably like being picked up and thrown into the air, right? Would that part freak them out at least? Especially if you have treats? Well, almost anything will like appreciate you more if you have treats. Not even animals. Other people will appreciate you more if you bring in a box of donuts for them. Alright. This night. Huh? Okay. Do you know anything about where Pearl went? This is the trainee's younger sister, correct? She's cute as a button, and she seems to really love mashed potatoes and gravy. Oh. She even said she was going to have the leftovers for the dinner the next night. And then she took the leftover potatoes and the whole pot of gravy with her to her room. It's quite an appetite for such a little girl. It's a family thing, I guess. Oh, this is the woman who was to undergo training last night. She seems like a very strong, reliable woman. Nope. Whatever else anyone has to say about this Iris woman, I can't exactly say she's the best judge of character. What do you have to say about her? That's Mystic Elise DeMaul. She's a picture book author, or so I've heard. Does she come to Hazakura Temple often? No, this was her first time. It's just that... Huh? She's a very important visitor? Is that so? Yeah, Sister Beginning told me, be certain not to offend her. The victim, Miss Elise DeMaul? The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems. Do you know about the assistant? Oh, that's Mr. Lawrence. He's a very sincere, hardworking person. He was even kind enough to draw a portrait of me. Knowing Larry, this woman is exactly the type that he would fall in love with at first sight. Fair. What do you know about Phonix? Mr. Wright, how bad is his cold? Well, his fever is very high. As a result, he's rather confused. He's worried about Maya, who is still trapped in the inner temple. And he's quite worried about you as well, it seems. Really? Yes, naturally, once he recovers, I'll pass the baton back to him. No, don't. I'm sure that Mr. Wright wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want to defend me. Are we gonna get into that at all? Maybe a little bit? Maybe the statue was alive and it just walked up to her and stabbed the picture book lady because it doesn't like wizards. Oh my god, that would be a great twist. Goodness no, they'd hate being thrown and they could get hurt. That's true. I mean, they're birds, right? Like they have hollow bones. And then the Temple of Spiritual Training is now trapped there. I'm currently missing. Okay, so now I need to ask you some really hard-hitting questions that you are not gonna like. This letter. It appears to be addressed to you. I think it's someone else's ideas of a joke, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I threw it away. He's not giving me a straight answer for some reason. I'm gonna have to find someone else who can give me information about this. Oh, okay. Am I supposed to present this to the Bikini Lady? Madam Bikini of Bikini Mountain? Hi. I have a thing. Can you tell me about this? Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter? Is this addressed to Iris? Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it. I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Found in the main hall. Maybe she dropped it. Huh. So I guess she doesn't know anything about it either. But there are breeds that are on average tend to be friendly. Every bird in the individual, though. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see videos online of chickens running up to people for hugs and stuff. I just didn't think on average chickens would be like that. But again, I don't raise birds, so I don't know. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, that's just... I thought there was something here, but it's just the bottom of the cutout for the statue. Never mind. Huh. Okay, so who am I missing? So we gotta go find Larry. Or Lawrence, as he calls himself these days. Attention center. Okay, we might have enough now to present this and see what happens. Oh, it's a different take that. Okay. I was frightened. As I've been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers, understand? Yes, sir. The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. So I'm committed to searching until I have these answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yes, I swear. I already told you that. And most birds would be cool with hanging out with you if you're nice to them and you're around them regularly, even if not all of them want to be handled. Oh, okay. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what you were frightened so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? This? I found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you. That's... Well, Iris? Why? Why are you glaring at me like that? If you were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you, isn't that correct? Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way. But, Mr. Edgeworth... Yes? I thought the letter was just someone playing a prank on me. A prank? Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, which you said you did, there's no one to tell it to that would cause me any grief. I wonder about that. Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her. No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. Which I'm guessing is going to be her. Well, Iris, Mr. Edgeworth, is it possible that maybe you yourself have a deep, dark secret in your heart? Why do you say that? As they say, it takes one to know one. How could she already know about that? Is she peering into my soul? Okay, I guess it wasn't that one. It's true that there is a deep-seated darkness in my heart. However, the only way I can get rid of it is to fully uncover the truth. You mean the truth behind my secret? Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, I can't save. There's one person you don't want your secret told to. So if it's not her... I guess Phonix is the other one? Phonix Wright. You mean something to write, isn't it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, or of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say? I should have expected as much. Especially from a friend of his. Gumshoe? Yeah, that's what it is. Chickens have a lot of personality, a lot more than you would expect. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I can't say I know much about chickens. Okay, why were you frightened? After dinner, this letter was written, waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it. What is this heavenly hall the letter mentions? You know what that is, Edgeworth! It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge. A small shack, huh? It's more like a broken down shack that no one would ever want to go near. Where is it on this map? Chickens from Minecraft? Oh god. It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. He knows where this is! We talked to Gumshoe about it! The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't even want to think about it. So this is a secret that you locked away in your heart? Yes. Looks like as though I may have to visit this Heavenly Hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night. Yes, that's exactly right. Iris's testimony added to the court record. Trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phonix can see each other again. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret. But it's pointless. Why would you say that? Because I may know who Phonix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am. Really? Okay, interesting. I have 2 birds at the moment, but I'm getting several more this year. Oh. I mean, I've heard that raising chickens isn't super difficult, and it can be quite profitable in the form of like eggs, but also like good for homesteading, for meat and stuff. I don't know. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Demond with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple,
Bird
you were
up!
there as well. It's pretty easy? Oh, okay. Bird up? Like, what is bird up? That sound effect sounded familiar, but I couldn't tell what the words were. She said you were there as well. What? When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet, Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night. But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night. Uh-huh. So you say. Autopsy report. Release. Weather data. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. It was there in her room until the murder was discovered. The murder really bothers her. I'd like to ask you about Sister Bikini, the head of the Hazakura Temple. She raised me as if she were my real mother. As if she were your real mother? I was left at Hazakura Temple when I was just a small child. And she's taken care of me ever since. Forgive me for sounding rude, but what about your family? I'm sorry, but I'd rather not talk about this. Is it gonna turn out that her blackmailer is... No, that wouldn't make any sense. Then she wouldn't know... She wouldn't know Phonix. But she does say she goes into town sometimes and knows how to use a computer and a cell phone. Is it gonna turn out she's like the lost twin sister to Dahlia? Wait, what? My birds are pet/layers and they're low maintenance. So a picture of stabbing? I don't think I have a picture of the actual stabbing. Because it's a cutscene, it's not actually a picture I have. They're very cute little ladies. Well, as long as you like your chickens, that's fine. Huh. Okay. Well, we haven't come across... Oh, yeah, we can go down here now. What? February 8th, Heavenly Hall. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? Still better than the view from my apartment, though. Tisk. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective. Oh, why? Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away. I even chased one of them to Japan. Next it's going to be to prison, I guess. I'll steal that detective's wallet. That'll get me locked up for sure. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh. Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. Blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said. I got an objection! Come on. Even as Paisley's is a bit of a grumpy grump. She's still a good girl, though? That's good. What the? What the? Edgy? You dirty rat? Glare. Gumshoe, you oaf. I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out objection. And in a loud, commanding voice, too. I even pointed with my pointer finger. You watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? Talk! Talk, man, talk. Heavenly Hall. What is this little shack, anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. Why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. This is a great little place. It's artistic. Parsley, not Paisley. Oh, okay, parsley. Like the garnish? So parsley, like the garnish, like the plant. Names? Yeah, we know I'm bad with names. Names, words, writing in general. I'm pretty good with math. Yes? Okay, so it's like parsley. Okay. Parsley. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Looks a lot like my apartment there, pal. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. Her name is a reference to the song Scarborough Fair. Oh, I've heard of that song, but I haven't heard that song in a long time. It's a Beatles song, right? I think it's a Beatles song? Iris, listen to me, Edgy. You've got to do this. You've got to save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth. My other bird is Time. She's my very friendly head hen. Oh, okay. That clown noise was perfectly timed, by the way. So okay, rosemary, parsley, and thyme. Is it that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Beatles song, isn't it? Watch your mouth. Anyway, I've made up my mind about it. I'm going to marry that girl. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet. But I came to tell her. But I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What's this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're gonna have to drag him drag him onto the witness stand. Oh God. No, it's a very old folk song, but it was covered by Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of then. Because I mean, the Scarborough Fair, the rosemary, thyme, and parsley thing, it sounds familiar. Choke. Someone's choking. Someone's choking. Give him the Heimlich maneuver. The song is literally hundreds of years old. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know much about folk songs from hundreds of years ago. I'm probably more likely to know about folk monsters from 100 years ago than I am about music, to be honest with you. Night of the crime. Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw, man, don't you have anything else to talk about? That kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes. I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Okay. I know I remember hearing that rhythmic sound of that in my head, but I didn't know who sung it. I had 2 other birds named Rosemary and Sage, but they sadly passed from foul pox. Oof. Yeah, I'm sorry. Pet diseases are always the roughest.
Slap a restraining order on me, you forlorn block. Beg me to stop, you menacing obstacle.
Okay. I mean, I guess the locks are stopping us. Larry with a restraining order? Gotcha. I don't think you can get a restraining order against police officers unless, like, we're actually roughing him up or something. We're in the middle of an investigation that he's directly involved with. I think we're allowed to ask him some questions. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why doesn't he realize that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? Okay, let me examine this here. That's a horrible graffiti problem you got there, pal. You don't know anything, detective. This is art. It's an expression of my bittersweet love for Iris. Larry, do you know what the difference between graffiti and true art is? It's how the artist himself defines it, right? I should have seen that one coming. Well, if that's the case, then all of my lunchboxes are masterpieces too, pal. I mean, that's fair. That's a interesting take on it, but that's not wrong, per se. I was getting restraining every woman on Earth. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah, I could see every woman on Earth getting a restraining order against Larry Butts. Sage was skittish and hated to be handled, but she still enjoyed being around me. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, hanging out with someone is very different than being, like, snuggled by them, right? This is the Eagle River, sir. It runs pretty fast, so it doesn't ice over, even in the winter. If it had ice over, right, would have been in some serious trouble. You're right about that. He would have landed on the ice and slid downstream to who knows where. Not exactly what I meant, but alright. Well, I mean, he would have landed on a hard surface, which is gonna suck. What's this? What's this festive-looking ornament? It reminds me of art class in grade school. We used to have a lot of fun decorating the classroom with origami, remember? Well, Oh yeah, you were never any good at it. Wow. Really? Yeah, this guy was so bad he couldn't even fold $1, let alone a crane. Everyone tried to comfort him, but he would just sit there sobbing. Really? I never would have expected that. Be quiet already. I'll never forget the shame of that day. You want a crane? I can now make a perfect 1/4-inch crane without a single flaw. You know, Edgy. Nothing for nothing, but a 1/4-inch crane without a single flaw is not easy. Yeah, that's quite a feat, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Grr, this is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Getting put on absolute blast by your friend from elementary school. I like one flag is miscolored. I'm sure there's a few that are miscolored. Oh, I think... Well, I mean, that one looks wrong. I think this is just a red cross thing. I don't think this is right. I think this one's wrong, too. I'm sure some of these were pretty wrong. Oh, that's one of these is the Irish flag? Which one's the Irish flag? This one? She even had a face that made her look like she was always annoyed with high-pitched voice that was always sounded annoyed to go along with it. Rosemary was friendly as she was always perching on me. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, the yellow part? Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, I can't say I know enough international flags. Like, I think this is Japan. This is, like, South Korea. I think this is, like, Switzerland or something? US, obviously. Germany. Canada. Great Britain. I think this looks similar to Mexico's, but this one I think I might be wrong. And I don't know what these two are. Yeah, yellow part, bruh. Oh, this is a Greek. Wait, this is a Greek flag. So this is Greek flag, not Swiss. Mexico part Italy. Oh, that's the Italian flag. Really? Oh, okay. Okay, so it has a similar thing to Mexico. Okay, so this is a Greece flag, and then this one over here, then is an Italian flag. Green flag left of the Greek flag. Yeah, we got this one. This is Greek, Japan. Don't know what this one is supposed to be. US. Don't know this one. Germany, Canada, Great Britain, Italy, apparently. Swiss? That's Switzerland? Oh, really? Okay, so the... Oh, okay, so this is like a Swiss Army knife cross, then. Red with plus. Yeah. Okay, Swiss Army knife plus. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense, I guess. Huh. Alright. I mean, I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but, you know, stuff. The straw roof is totally covered with freshly fallen powdered snow. Powdery snow. Wow, makes a nice image, doesn't it? I always did like the rustic look. Heavenly Hall. I suppose it's an appropriate name in some sense. You got that right. Look at that bridge up there. This place has to be heaven because that thing is heck. You would do well to remember, Larry. This is a sacred place to some people. It's true. That's why people were here, is for the religious aspect of this place. Stairs. It's all the way to the Dusky Bridge. It's a pretty long but easy walk. I fell down 4 times on my way down here, sir? Oh, sorry about that, detective. I ate 4 bananas and tossed their peels on the stairs on my way down here. What? So that's what I was slipping on? Be careful on the way back up. Those deadly banana peels are still out there. That's a real important piece of information right there, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. What an absolute nightmare of a situation that was for basically everyone involved. Alright, so we're gonna have to psyche lock this guy now, right? Alright, do you know anything about this? Hey, I know I may not look like it, but I'm an artist. You're to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. You can give it a glance. Okay. What about this? That's the staff that Miss Elise was always carrying. Miss Elise, why? Huh? What is it, Larry? There's something missing from this staff. There's something missing? How do you not... Wait. This is in the photo, right? Oh, yeah, this is in the photo with the big amethyst. I remember Russian flag used to have... It has purple on blue part. Oh. I don't know if I know what a Russian flag would look like. I'd have to see it, I think. What about this? I still can't believe it. She was such a great person. But someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgy, please. I'm counting on you. Well, frankly, I was hoping you could give me a little bit more than that. Well then... I got it. I'll draw you a portrait. How about that? Since you're kinda enough to offer, alright. What? Okay. I guess? Report. Wait, Iris's testimony? No. Okay. What do you know about the nun? Just no good with people like her. She reminds me too much of my mother. May I speak now? Huh? Sure. I don't care about how you feel about her personally. Just tell me what you know about her and how she's related to the case. Do you think you're expecting a little too much of me? I'm just a 25-year-old jobless bum trying to be an apprentice artist. Ha 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 ha. I'm actually starting to feel jealous of this guy, just a little. Okay, what can you tell me about her? Still can't believe it was such a great person, but yeah, actually, I'm hoping that you can give me a little bit more than that. Okay. Doesn't really help me much. Okay, we'll just try the Psylocke thing and see what happens. Or the Magatama. Show him weapon? I guess I can. I don't know what... I don't think he would say anything about that, but who knows? And I'm gonna look at it, but I'm an artist. Oh yeah, he doesn't even want to look at it. I don't know what that would do, but I guess we could. There's nothing. Didn't hurt anything. Edward's being nicer than usual. Kind of, yeah. Maybe he has a soft spot for Larry, since they're, you know, school friends or whatever. Strap in, Larry. Night of the crime. All right, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping, not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing, the world in front of me went white. Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. And then it was on fire. The bridge was on fire. This bridge caught on fire. Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, what are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth. There are still 3 Cyclops remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? Where you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room, by the main hall. Where else would I be? As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem, I suspect, lies there. There? What do you mean there? It's possible for you to have seen a lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. I'm assuming it's the temple map. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's all these, like... yeah, it would have been impossible. There's trees and stuff in the way. This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. Maybe show him the staff? I showed him the staff, but he said that something was missing, but he didn't say what. So, what am I looking for? I think that there should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see the bridge from there. What? What didn't you tell me that for? Why didn't you tell me that before? Well, how about it? How about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Looks like it won't be that easy after all. Leave me no choice, I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well then, let's test my theory. The place you witnessed lightning strike Dusky Bridge from was here. I assume Heavenly Hall, because that's the only thing that makes any sense. You're missing gem on staff, purple gem or ball. Yeah, I know what's missing, but Larry didn't tell Edgeworth about it for some reason. He just said something's missing, but he doesn't know what, implying he doesn't understand what's missing from the thing. I tried showing the photo of Miss Elise with the staff, and all he said was, "I'm sorry, she's dead." He didn't mention that the gem was missing, so. Plus, the bridge is 20 minutes away from the temple. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna go with down here. The line in front was, naturally, Heavenly Hall. Why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold. There's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute. Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. Uh-oh. In other words, you have just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory that you at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgy. You're a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me. What were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call a fair decor. I think you mean a fair decor. The cure? I don't speak French. A fair decor? Could it be you were waiting for someone? Oh no. You really are a scary guy, you know. I believe last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Vue de decor? Vue de decor. Iris? There's only one person you wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was Iris. Uh-oh, suddenly I feel like cold all over Reggie. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for, or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little module. Here's the evidence that proves you were waiting for Iris. Oh, okay. I guess he was the one who blackmailed her? I can help with Japanese pronunciations, but not French. Fair. That's perfectly fair. This? Here's your evidence. We called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey. Give that back. You're embarrassing me. What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says, salutation here. Well, that's what it said in the book. Letter writing for dummies.
I haven't a clue what's going on here, but I'll act like I do.
Okay, Naruto. Just hang out. Sit there in your orange shirt as a ninja, because you're a genius, clearly. And just eat some ramen or something, alright, bud? Go get yourself some ramen. You're not supposed to actually write that. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. What? I'm so sorry. Unlocked successful. The night of the crime. So we were here in Heavenly Hall last night, weren't you, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut it, you scumbag. Threatening a young lady like that? Gulp. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you tried to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed? That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break, it's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. The explanation is dumb. Oh, then what is the secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want Old Lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Alright, then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break, it's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Sheesh. Why were you so quick to apologize, pal? Because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's what all this huge lock, those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. Well, I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on, don't let it get you down. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy is still hiding something. I know it. What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. He's right. Larry. What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. Yes, Lee, dumb idiot, yeah. Yeah, that explanation is pretty sad, but everything that has anything to do with Larry Butts is usually pretty sad. Because it's Larry, that's why. Exactly. Because you're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone. What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're gonna tell me, Larry, one way or another. Something incredible. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge. Yes, I believe it was this... And I believe it was the incredible sight you saw? Now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. What doesn't? If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those locks. Therefore, Larry, I do believe you saw something last night, something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you had anything for Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal.
Larry, what the hell are you...
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you alright? How did...
Larry!
Wow. Yeah, we just beaten Larry up, I guess. No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? Just about had it with this harlequin. I really want to drag the truth out of him. I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Oh, come on, don't give up so easy, Edge boy. Oh, man. Come on, Edgy, come on. So close. Alright. Well, this will probably be the right place to call it. We've only got a couple minutes left. If looks could kill, Larry would be dead. Larry would be dead about 100 times over. I know Phoenix has stared daggers at him. Maya stared daggers at him. I think at least once Pearl stared daggers at him. He is 100%, 100% dead if looks could actually kill people. February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 1. Wow, we're in number 1. That's pretty rare. Oh my, Mr. Lawrence feels that way about me? Okay. So this is actually this is the perfect place to call it. Never mind all the girls he's annoyed. Oh, yeah, that's what I mean. He would be so many times dead over. So many people have stared daggers into this man's freaking face. He would be so dead. All right, but yeah, this is the perfect place to call it because we can save it here. And this way, we're starting the whole trial next episode. Next episode. Perfect timing. Perfect. Perfect, team. Perfect. Of course, all the lurkers, though, thank you. You help the Twitch world go around. We always appreciate you. Anybody who checks the VODs here on Twitch or checks the VODs on the YouTube repository, thank you. It's always greatly appreciated. Seeing those numbers helps keep me motivated. If you need a well-thought-out solution, you need a thinking solution. Raven Hillbrook Inc. Thinking Solutions, of course. I think that's about got it. I hope to see you all back on Tuesday for Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
That's all, folks.
Said it elegantly, as you always do, Porky. But everyone, you have a good whatever you're up to. That is going to be it for me. Again, I hope to see you all back on Tuesday. But yeah, I think that was overall a pretty good productive stream, I would say. Yeah. Bye.